us three all flip on each other here, and I win again, then it's gonna be whoever flipped.
Because I'm not Bizzle. Bobby, I would want to work with you, but like everyone painted you as a threat, like so.
You can paint me as a threat, but like I said, I've always been there to try and help you guys.
Yeah. It's hard because like
It's hard, yeah, but they're voting.
I want
They're
to work with
probably.
I want to work with you, but I know that if I work with you, you could win the immunities and go to the final thing and just beat me there.
Are you worried about me winning all the way? Because I think right
What?
now you should definitely be worried about you getting voted out here.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried
Even
about you.
like me and Greeples,
No,
I'm not voting for you. I don't know, Greeples. You said you're not, right?
I'm not voting for Zeus.
Okay, us three, we all choose someone and we send them home.
Okay, yeah, who do you want to choose? Because I'm still
Look,
I,
if we get 3 help ups, they're definitely voting for one of you two.
Yeah, I feel like Bizzle
Mhm.
might have been the guy, but I feel like Squish is the
You want to
hard
vote out
beat.
Squish? Because once I go, it's gonna be him,
Yeah, I know.
and he's gonna drag one of those two. Because like, if it isn't clear, those 3 are just tighter than you two are.
Okay, well I hear you finally need to talk to them. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Aaron would have saved you here.
Yeah. I mean, I want to work with you this next vote if like, because then you're
Yeah.
gonna stay, but like, and not that I can't trust you, so that you're gonna beat me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like a double-edged sword.
Are we
Or
all
busy.
honestly on the same
Oh,
page?
dude,
Because
right.
I feel like
Yeah.
maybe.
Squish, you want to
Yeah.
talk?
Was that what you guys were talking about
Yeah,
too?
Bobby. Let's talk.
Mhm.
Apparently, they're all on the same page, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. I've had the idle clue since early on, but the clue doesn't make no sense. Like,
Read it.
I'm not gonna read. I'm not retarded like other people, but
I mean, at least I don't think they're changing off of you. You want to go look for
no,
it together?
Okay. What do you mean together? Fuck out of here, bro.
Okay. Because if they ready up, and I'm the last one to ready up, I'll ready up if you don't want me to help you here.
Okay. I mean, I would love the help, and honestly, but hey, let me just talk to them.
Alright.
Does anyone want to talk?
I like to
talk
talk.
with you.
Oh, well,
That's right.
okay.
You want to talk, Peoples?
I guess I'll stay behind them. Yeah,
Alright.
sure.
Did they say squish?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the truth.
Mm.
I said I don't think they're.
Huh?
I don't think that's the truth. But obviously, we
Alright,
haven't voted
well,
together past couple, so you're probably more inclined to believe that.
I mean, I'm sure you're gonna tell me the truth because I mean, I don't know why you.
I
wouldn't.
have no reason to lie to anyone. I literally have no one.
I mean, I'm voting Squish. I don't know who they're voting. It's
If they vote for you,
It-
I'll go to Rocks. I don't know if ZSET
Okay.
would. Will you go to Rocks for ZSET?
hmm.
Be a 2-1. Rock.
I mean,
A 2-2.
I guess because
Because I think
I mean, if
if
it's
we do
clear-
go to Rocks, then we just gotta stick together no matter what.
yeah, I mean, the thing if you go to I mean I know that if it ties 3-3 and if they go to Rock, it wouldn't make sense for me to flip and then vote out Z-Sen because then what will probably happen is that I mean, frankly you're much better than anybody else at immunity challenges. So I mean,
I'm only better at parkour.
yeah,
But I lost an RNG one, kind of.
Yeah, that's the only one you've lost is the one that's like
Yeah.
about knowing people. I guess I don't know. Guessing
It's,
what people.
it's
other
not
people
really
can
knowing.
think.
Like, those weren't really touchy subject questions, if I had
Not
to
really.
Yeah.
Except for the who do you not want to talk to after the okay.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure no one.
I
Put
don't care if
anything
people
serious in
meant
there.
it or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm ready. Basically, there's not really much to talk
You
about.
ready?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
let's go tell Sent then. Because
Okay.
all 3 of us need to vote one way no matter what.
mhm.
Or else,
And they were saying they wanted to go squad, but we'll see if they actually do. If they don't. well,
if they
whatever, I
do, then
guess.
you don't have to believe me or trust me anymore, I guess.
Mhm.
But if they vote Z or you, I'm good.
Maybe watch behind you.
Hello.
Okay, Bob,
Anyone want to talk? Okay.
Yeah, talk with you, Bob, real quick.
You think they're voting
Okay.
for Squish?
No.
No?
Um.
Greeples is.
Here. I mean, here's the possible thing I through my head.
Okay.
So, what I meant to do is if Squish goes here and you win X community, then no one's gonna want to take Greeples out Final Five.
Are you
'Cause-
saying we take Reaples out here?
Maybe because if we take Greeples out, if we
Do
take
you
Greeples
have
Final
the idle
Five, then you're
clue?
immune.
Colin,
No, do you know
enter
where it
channel.
is?
He said 8:30 in the mountain. Do you want to
Yeah.
go and look for it together?
Sure. Do you know where 830 is? Is
Well,
it north?
6 is straight south.
6 is straight south.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I thought. So yeah, it's over here. I knew it was over here. This whole
It's
time.
right here. It'd be straight down this way.
Yeah. I don't think it's the biggest point though. I think it might be in between, bit between the things.
Oh, let's find it together, Z-Set.
Okay.
I'm gonna vote for Squish.
Bobby.
Greeples is also gonna do that. I think
If
that's
you-
just.
I want to do something that like. I think if you do win the next thing immunities and make that, I need someone to beat you, and I think working with you is easier. it's
I
gonna be
think
easier to beat
working
you if I
with
work
me,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, gives me a better chance in FTC.
I mean, also, like, if you work with me and you at least hear me out, then I'm more inclined to give you my vote.
Yeah, cause the reason I voted for you, I use that I voted for you on the revote is because
Muted.
Watch this,
if they
guys.
drew Roxy, right, they would have been really mad at me. Like, there's like no
Unmuted.
way around that. I was
Yeah.
like toast from them too.
Okay, I'm gonna start,
Then,
like,
but
digging, I guess.
if I was with you guys and you had the idols, then I would have been able to like go easily there. I'm gonna try to get that very top of the hill. I think it's where he said he already was. So we're still at 8:30. Are we at 8 now?
We're, like, in between 8 and 9.
You didn't get the merge out, did you? What idols did you get?
I got the yellow one.
Also, did you actually give Rocky an idol?
Yeah, and he didn't pick it up.
Oh my god.
We're gonna do tribal and just do it kind of
Okay. Well, yeah,
Muted.
what I would. So, I'm not sure like if they're trying to go for me here, but what I would want to do is
Unmuted.
my personal levels. I want to get Greeples out here just because if we work together, then Greeples out, right? Greeples not gonna win at the end. I think everyone knows that.
Okay,
But
well, there's
if
a
he
piece
goes
of
here-
puzzle.
Is there? Did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I
now that
found
you
it.
have it, okay.
Sorry,
What making
Z-Set.
what?
I,
Is it sorry
I'm
or-
sorry that I
200
just
enter
found it in
channel.
front of you.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna be like one of those guys like, oh no, I don't want to work with you, but I want to.
I
See, I
know,
want
I know
to-
you think you can't beat me.
Well, I don't think I can beat you at this point, but I think if I work with you, then maybe it would be a bit more close at the end. And I would think regardless, you're gonna beat us in the challenges. Would you go?
I'm up here.
Right there.
I'm just grooving.
I think if we work together in the end, it's gonna be a bit closer. Because I know, I think I might have some people going with me,
I
but
think you're just safer with me overall.
yeah.
Because, like, Bizzle's, her head's just humongous. Her ego at the moment.
She's very. She thinks she's gonna go, and then I don't know. What? So here, or if you vote Greeples, okay? I think Squish is gonna vote Greeples. Me, you, Squish vote Greeples, okay?
No, I don't think they're
Regardless what
voting
they-
Greeples. I really don't think they're voting Greeples.
Who do you think they're voting?
I
Well, Squish. Who thinks Squish is voting? What?
think they're voting for Squish.
Wait, how far? Where? Should we ask for more time?
Since three
I'm
people
okay with it.
asked
No,
for more time, we'll give
Yeah.
them 1 more minute.
More time? Okay.
I'm gonna vote Squish.
You voting Squish?
Yeah.
You don't want Greeples gone here?
Greeples will probably work with us more than he'd work with them. Aren't you and
That's
Greeples
a
like
good
kind of
point.
close?
I'm not thinking. I don't know what Greeples going to Greeples had this whole
Okay,
game.
well then we'll get him out next,
Okay.
and then we'll get Bizzle at 4, and we'll get Sheep 3 at
Mhm.
3 if it's a final 2. Are you
Okay.
okay with that? Like,
Yeah, I'm
I'll
good.
take you to the end. Like,
Yeah. I'm just hoping that I feel like if we take Squish out here, okay, the way it lines up is that no matter what, someone here has to flip it, and if we take Squish out here, then it won't be
Muted.
seen as like flipping as much as just taking out the big threat. And if we start working together, then they won't see it as a flip it. You think it's final 2 this season? They started jury at 11. Okay. I'm not getting the votes, am I?
Alright.
Unmuted.
sorry, I'm just gonna vote Squish here, and then we'll do that
Okay.
next. Or later.
Two,
Mhm.
Oh.
everyone to your final 6 tribal council. So, Squish, you've gotten votes the past couple tribals. Are you worried about tonight's tribal?
You know, I've stated my case and why I think I should be kept in the game, and I think it's a pretty good one. So, I guess I mean, I could be nervous all I want, sure, but it's basically just up to everyone else to kind of see what the right move is to move forward in the game.
And Bobby, last tribal you were not immune for the first time in a while, and you had to play an idol to keep yourself in the game. Do you feel like now you have to win immunities to keep yourself in the game?
I can afford to lose one more if Zstat wants to pipe up. But what happened?
Yeah, I think he can definitely afford to lose another immunity in the next few votes. Because, would you want me to say what happened?
It's up to you.
What happened? What the fuck?
This might be the last time we talk, though.
Might be the last time we talk. Oh,
If-
yeah, I might do it.
If you presented a good case, they're either gonna vote for probably your Greeples.
Zstat,
Okay.
Like
you're
I
not.
said.
Oh,
What are you guys
Well, I just
talking
want
about?
to clear the air.
no,
What?
you're not. You're not a vote here
I'm
at
not
all.
a vote. I'm not a vote here, but
A-Rod, if you don't stop
me and Bobby-
spawning mobs, I will put you in adventure mode until FTC.
He bought those.
Yeah. Fair. Alright.
I think Zstat was still talking before you
So,
interrupted him.
Greeples, how do you go about
Okay.
voting people? Because it's
I
coming
don't
down to the
think-
wire. After this vote, there's either 2 or 3 left. Now I can breathe through water.
no
Yeah.
problem.
So how do you factor into voting people?
Well, fun fact: this is my first ever tribal question.
Unmuted.
So,
Oh my
Really?
god.
yeah,
You said
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I'm good at fading into the background, Miles. One baseball. Anyway, we got the. There's quite a few factors because I mean I think it's very clear that everyone wants Bobby out, you know, and there's always a thing about like who's gonna win if Bobby doesn't win. You know, you want to kind of like, oh, I probably should go out instead, or it's also like, but who we need to keep in people that could possibly beat Bobby. So I mean, there's separate factors that kind of goes into, you know, who's voting, or also you know just like who you don't want anymore, which is possible.
Does anyone else have anything to say before we get to the vote?
I don't know. I kind of want to know what happened between Zstat and Bobby, but
Bobby, you want me to tell them?
it's up to you. I don't care.
You don't care? Okay, well, I was gonna say it just so, like, not in the air. No one, like, has any distrust, but we found the idol.
who has it?
Yeah, the merge idol. Well, he found it. That's what I'm asking if he won.
Doug, that
So-
clue was busted. I'm actually heated.
Nah, it was.
It was under a
the
piece of
Pods.
Podzol. Yesterday, it was under a piece of Podzol as well. I asked if I can change the texture of Podzol to a very bright color, and I did. So it was very easy to spot. And I'm lucky that Z-Set was a bit farther up than me. Or else he
Was
would've
it in
got
the jungle?
It was like heading up the hill.
Okay,
Behind-
that's funny.
Behind
that's
some
cool.
leaves.
Alright, and with that, we will get to the vote, so you guys can slash vote now.
Jeff, I would like to use my double vote.
Alright. So Shupter will get to cast 2 votes at this tribal council. Just help out who you voted for, and I will double it.
Okay, so the clue was highest peak, so it was not at the highest peak, is what you're telling me?
No, the highest peak was the mountain. It was up the mountain, I said.
But it
going-
was not at the highest
going
peak of
up
the
to it.
mountain? Okay, that's awesome.
It was on the side of the
Alright,
mountain.
I'm waiting on 2 more votes.
It was on the side of the mountain.
It was like us
that's,
going up.
Oh, that's such a bad clue. I'm
Well,
so
to be
mad.
fair,
How far
Bobby,
down
you
were we?
never-
Like 5 blocks?
I mean, also, Bob, you never showed me it though, and I never saw the.
So I
Right,
had
okay.
to know it was under Podzol to get that clue. That's
Well,
tough.
Podzol, there were 3 or 1 block Podzol.
Shupter, still do slash vote, and I'll just double that slash vote.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
Do,
realize I help
unless you're
opted on
voting 2
accident.
different-
I didn't realize I help opted on accident. My bad.
That poor fucking fish.
Because I dug down at the highest peak of that mountain, and I
No,
dug into
look
like
at
a
the-
satanic circle of silverfish blocks, and I was like, it's gotta be here.
Bobby,
No,
question, Bobby,
silverfish
question.
blocks spawn just
If
on
anyone
here.
has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to
Okay.
play it,
Bobby,
now is the time to do so.
What, Z-Set?
was it an item frame or?
No, it was in the shulker box. The shulker box I broke.
There was a shulker boxes. I didn't see. I
the
didn't hear
brown
anything.
one.
I thought it was an item frame that you got. In there.
Alright.
No, I broke it and I showed you the shulker box.
Once the votes are read,
Okay,
the
well,
decision is
show me
final.
back when-
Person voted off will be asked to
I'll show
leave
you
the council area
if we're
immediately.
both
I'll read the
or if you're
votes.
here.
Squish. Squish. That's 2 votes squish. Greeples. Squaw. That's 3 votes squish, 1 vote Greeples, 3 votes left. Greeples. Greeples. That's 3 votes Greeples, 3 votes squish.
Good luck,
1 vote left.
Greeples. Good luck.
I think you're in.
Just the nature of how you read the votes.
Yeah, and the fact that
The 15th
it would have been
person voted out,
5-2
the
because
sixth
Greeples
member
can't
of our
vote for
jury.
himself.
Chess.
Squish.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
what?
Nope.
Why play the
Squish.
double?
Alright, good game, guys.
It's time for you to go behind.
Did you
Final
s-
six was
you-
final six was the last time.
oh,
I could
did you
use it.
split them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I go back here.
Alright.
Yeah.
That tribal was pretty close.
Bye,
You
Squish,
guys are
GG.
down- Are a little bit closer to the end as well. Head back to camp and we'll see you guys at the next meeting.
Wait, who went out?
Squish
Oh.
did.
Squish.
Bobby, can you show me the
Oh
thing
my-
now?
I'll show you when we get back to
Okay.
camp.
Okay.
Or after the challenge, because we're about to get
Oh my
TP
God.
back to the
Holy
challenge.
shit.
I'm gonna go get me some food, I'll be right back.
Muted.
Justin.
Peace, dude.
Damn.
Mm.
This shit rough.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be teleporting momentarily.
Oh my god, bro.
Wow.
Unmuted. Muted.
Alright, stream. If I don't win immunity, then I'm gone.
Alright, I'm gonna teleport you all.
Or, no, Squish didn't have it, which means it's probably still out there.
Wow.
But, if they all just ready up, then I'm fucked. Yeah.
Unmuted. Okay.
I'm back.
Hello everyone, and welcome to your next immunity challenge. This challenge, Bobby, can I actually have the immunity?
No, it changes every single time. I'm collecting
Oh,
them.
you're right.
The
it does.
collectibles.
Shit, yeah, you know what collectibles is. Alright, anyway, this challenge is a familiar one. Some of you, it's Scrabble. Basically, what you gotta. Basically, in each of the bits, there's letters as specified by the signs. And you gotta search for letters, and I'll give you 8 minutes to search for letters, and after you've searched for letters, you're gonna head back to. What? All in one.
8 minutes total. Find letters and spell. Whoever spells the longest word wins.
You have 8 minutes total to find letters and spell out the word, and the one with the longest word wins. There's only one blank, Bobby.
It's normal Scrabble, so 2 points.
Or 2 blank. Alright, my bad. Okay, everyone claim a room, and then we'll get started.
There's signs above the rooms. You can put your name on it. If you absolutely need it to wrap around, you know.
Izzle, claim a room.
Not
What
your
did I
Discord.
just do?
I don't
Okay,
know why
wait.
you...
Okay, wait, I can't hear what he's
Man,
saying.
let me throw my shirt out real quick.
Yeah, I'd recommend clearing your inventory for this.
Do we get shovels?
I'm
They're in
gonna
the
give
chest.
You all, like, Muted. free shovels.
There's
Unmuted.
the shovel in the chest,
Oh, there's a
yeah.
diamond shovel in each chest, my bad.
Oh.
I'm tired.
Okay, I'm sorry, I did not hear any of the explanation.
It's Scrabble. You
What?
dig in the sand to find letters, and then within 8 minutes you must have a word, and then the longest word just wins. If that makes sense.
Okay.
There's diamond shovels in the back if you need them.
Alright, everyone go get your diamond shovel. Bizzle, do you got yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Is everyone ready? Alright. Survivors ready. Actually, let me get the timer. Alright, and... Shit! It's lagged out, hold on. Alright, in 3... On go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
the right letters, spell the longest word you can, and good time management.
You might want to plan out what you're looking for.
Fuck!
Oh, you got that one.
Yeah. Decent, can you go the other way?
Yeah, I'm checking
Thanks,
it out.
Merc. Remember, you have to have your word spelled by the end of the 8 minutes. Gotta go fast. Pick your.
Both Kegel and I have won this challenge with 12-letter words before. I spelled retardation.
And I spelled objectivity. Gotta dig deep, Sant. I didn't choose the letters chose you, brother. I don't know, maybe you can spell goblin or something. It's like one word in your book. That counted as a word.
Goblin is an actual word.
Wow. Oh, I need some words here.
Can I use TNT?
Oh my god.
Why would you get a blanket?
You're almost halfway done with your time.
Remember, the words gotta be fully spelled out by the end of the time. Z says the first one in his room is going to work on his word. It's all about figuring out what letters you have and what you can do with it.
Down to roughly 3 minutes. You might want to get on that word spelling if you haven't already.
Keep in mind that your word can change. Up until the timer is done. Once the timer's done, the word's gotta be done.
not open other people's doors.
Everyone's starting on their words.
Could have a lot of letters, but not enough to spell a long word. Key with this challenge is picking your letters wisely.
I don't have anything.
The blanks can be any letter you want if you find a blank.
Is this?
Got about a minute left. And also make sure that your word spelling it right and that it's a real word.
Let's see if I can do anything with this.
Alright, we are 15 seconds left in the challenge.
I will TP everyone to the opposite side in 10 seconds.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna find anything else.
You must make sure your word is done.
Alright, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
Alright.
Muted.
I'm pretty sure short-waved was a word. Or short waves.
Spelled
Vice.
spelled vicenary. Is that a word? That is a correctly spelled 8-letter word. Next up is
What if it ties?
we spelled inferior, which is a correctly spelled 8-letter word.
What if they all tie? Hey, Bobby, get out of
Unmuted. Muted.
Oh my god.
Bobby spelled the word shortwave, which is a correctly spelled 9-letter
Oh my
word.
god.
Fuck.
Yes!
Unmuted.
Bizzle spelled growable, which is a correctly spelled 8-letter word. Shooter spelled aloha, which is a correctly spelled 5-letter word. Bobby the Turtle wins immunity, guaranteed a 1 in 4 shot at winning this game.
Is it Scribbler again?
Yep.
We're getting to the two
Scribbler.
timers.
Okay. Were we allowed to look words up?
Is shortwave the word? Because I had short-waved at first, and I took off the D.
What is a short wave? Oh.
Alright,
Okay, wait, were we allowed to look up words?
You think I'm cheating?
we will TP back to
Okay.
Karen's.
I mean, I'm streaming. I also had them in the chest.
We'll keep you updated. Just do scramble time for now.
Okay,
Yeah,
Creeples, Shep, do you guys want to talk?
Yeah.
Sure, we can talk.
Oh, okay. I mean... Don't fucking accuse me of cheating. Fuck, you let X-Rays play your fucking seasons. What the fuck? Is he saying? I think he should just walk away. I'm very angry right now. No, I'm pretty sure I just win if I make FTC logical. Doesn't matter who I'm with. Yeah, Camps, I was just gonna go do that. Oh, can I go back? I left my trident.
I know your name like really early on was thrown out quite a bit. Well, sorry. It's kind of hard to talk to you when I'm flying in the air.
Like tribals
Oh, well.
ago or this one?
Like a long time ago.
Yeah. Alright. Congratulations again, Bobby.
Thank you.
Muted.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a final two.
Unmuted.
Are you guys... I'm okay taking out Bizzle here. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys are.
I think she's played the best out of the remaining people here. I know we've had our differences, but I'm willing to do this,
Yeah.
Bobby.
Did you split your votes? With the double vote?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd you do that?
Where did you
gave
find
me-
that?
I'm
Or was that in
thought
the
I was going
auction?
home.
That was
Like,
that was the auction. I'm
Uh,
sorry, Greeb. I just
like, I got third vote and I was like, okay, well, I guess this is it for me.
yeah, it was just because like in case Squish found the idol.
Yeah.
I see.
But yeah, I mean, and also like that was the last time I could play it. So yeah, I'm sorry I had to do that to you, but like
It's okay.
it's no hard feelings.
I'm gonna go
I'm
talk
still
to
with you.
Z-Set.
Alright.
Muted.
No, this is hosted by Miles One Baseball and Zach Eagle.
Unmuted.
Hey.
Hi. I wanted to talk to Z-Set, but it doesn't matter. We have three, but I just want to make sure Z-Set knows.
So you yeah, Greebles and I are down.
As long as you two are down, then it's okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
God, that really... I'm sorry if I sound a bit mad, but getting accused of cheating...
Yeah, no, that's gotta be annoying.
Especially when I'm just streaming.
Yeah, yeah, stupid. No, you won fair and square.
I had I had short waved, but I don't know if that was a word, so I just changed it to short wave.
Well, doesn't really matter.
No, if I had it wrong, then it would have tied between those three.
True. Yeah.
So, in a sense, it did, but overall, I just had it.
Hey guys.
Hey,
You said you want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could. Can you show me if you actually have the idol?
No, I don't. I lied to you.
Okay. I assumed.
I think it's just gonna be Bizzle, right? Or are you guys voting Sheep there? Because, well, who are you guys voting? Because I know that there's 2 votes on Bizzle from those 2.
Are there? Well, me and Bizzle had an agreement that we just made. Was that if we take, because Greeples is an easy B at the end here, and we had an agreement that just probably knock off Greeples here, regardless if he's an easy B at the end, and then if you win immunity, then of course you win. You pretty much win the whole game next to.
That's.
Or
I don't
if-
think it's a final 3 set.
If well, yeah, but I don't know.
So are you guys
But-
voting Greeples then?
That's what we were thinking, but
So I'm the swing.
I mean, you have immunity, so it makes sense for you to be a swing.
I just hope both sides aren't mad at me with whatever decision I make.
I'm not mad. I feel like I'm kind of screwed here anyways.
I don't think you're. No, like Z said, like I want to work with you. Like I will take you to fire next if
Yeah,
it comes down to that.
That's what she realized. That's why she wants to vote Greeples off. But
I don't think she'll take you to fire.
I don't think she'll take me to fight either. She also thinks she's gonna win. She's like she's the one that can beat you. Which is why I'd rather keep her around.
I don't expect you to take me to fire, but I'm not gonna back down from taking you to fire because that's just a dick move.
Yeah.
Because especially when
I'd-
like we've worked together, sort of most of this.
Yeah, we like the weirdest like.
It's been a weird
alliance
relationship,
and, yeah.
but
Because. I don't know. I just hope the jury doesn't think that you like manipulated me this whole game. You know.
yeah, I don't think they'll think that.
Muted.
They're totally gonna think that.
Unmuted.
Because
You want to go and try and get an idol for you just so you're safe?
I guess if you want to look, I have no clue what it'd be.
He said atop the highest peak.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be at like 8:30 on the map?
We'll find it.
I don't know. I don't think I need the idol unless they'll decide to vote me.
I mean, it's better safe than sorry, right?
That's a good point. I think it's fine regardless.
Listen, a lot of people make fun
So-
of you, but you're pretty cool. I like you.
I like me too. Wait, what one are you on it now? Are you wait, who? Did
This
you
is
have more
7.
wins than perp? Okay, 7.
This
That's what it was.
this is the new record. If it
Okay,
wasn't
'cause I know-
6,
I
then it's
knew-
7.
I knew perp had 5 wins going in. Wait, did perp have 5 or 4 wins going into this?
Oh, wins as in like survivor
going,
wins?
Yeah, survivor wins. Yeah.
Oh, Perp had 5. I have 4.
Oh, okay. I thought you had the more wins than perp.
I thought
knew
you were
I knew
talking
were
about immunity.
perp.
God, I
Yeah,
lost
so-
all my things in that challenge.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I had the space. I was gonna try to make a new word and just put an S at the end of it. That's my strategy, but you can't put an S at the end of inferior.
Inferiors? Yeah, you can.
No, can you?
Inferiors? That's a word.
Oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm a colossal dumbass.
I think that's a word.
I didn't think it was a word.
Spectators, is inferiors a word? Like you're my inferiors?
It might be. I didn't think you could put an S on the end of it. I should have just tried. I didn't want to like accidentally like put an S at the end of it and have it not be a word. Oh,
Oh.
I'm an idiot. Okay, let's see what's on this tree.
No, they were already up there.
Were they?
Yeah. Oh, challenge in a minute.
Oh, what? I think I'm in my tribal.
It's not a challenge, it's tribal. Kind of
Okay.
had to deal with the
I mean,
other thing.
honestly, if I go home here,
So we
Bizzle
put in
flips on
challenge.
me.
Alright, by the
Are
way,
you here, Bobby?
no one asked
What?
for more time.
Bizzle flips on me here, and I go home.
17.
Then I'm not
Oh.
going for Bizzle FTC. I'm probably just gonna vote for Shoopter.
Over
If,
me?
unless you're there. If you're there, you know, if you go home Final Four and the FTC is Bizzle, Greeple, Shoopter, I'm voting for Shoopter. Just saying, because that means Bizzle flipped on me
Yeah.
here.
Alright, I'm gonna be TPing shortly.
So Shoopter could give me a win here, possibly.
Yeah, I can't find it. That's great. He really didn't have it.
Alright. Welcome back, boys. And girl.
Oh, thanks.
Can't do it.
Nice job, Greeples. You got there eventually.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I guess I'm gonna start with Bobby. So, Bobby, how detrimental do you think this immunity necklace was tonight, considering the events that went down at last tribal in specific?
The immunity is always good. Hopefully, the next one is going to be the last one I have to win, and I don't have to win 2 more after this. If it's a final 2, then I think I'm majorly fucked. But if it is a final 2, I think I can bring up the immunity to 9. That would be pretty awesome.
Alright. So, Sen,
Mm-hmm.
you and Bobby discussed in Idol last tribal. Do you think that discussion is going to come into play at tonight's tribal?
No, I don't really think it's an actual idol. To be honest with you, I feel like it would move it fly.
Like, Bobby, do you want to show us the idol?
Why? I don't
Because-
have a purpose anymore.
I mean, regardless if it's
Okay.
not a lion, if it's a lion or not, it's oh well. I guess if he can idol who, if he wants to idol somebody can.
Oh, it
So
is
shoot
8.
there.
Oh.
So,
Oh my
Shooter,
God.
when you get down to, like, even Final 6, Final 5, Final 7, when you get down to these lower numbers, how do you decide where to vote? Like, 'cause now people are starting to make Final 3 deals, and that changed a lot.
That's basically it. It's all about who you want to sit next to at the end, who you think you can beat, you know? So, pretty much, you don't want to be sitting next to someone you can't beat. I don't know.
Alright, so Greeples.
Not much else to go on right now.
Alright, so Greeples. Do you think everyone's position in the game is set to stone, or do you think there is an argument that some people can make to maybe keep themselves in the game a little longer?
No, I don't think anyone's position is set in stone unless Bobby keeps on winning immunity challenges, which is likely because he's better than pretty much all of us at everything. So, but everybody else, I mean, it's really fluid. I mean, I'll be honest, this vote for me is hard right now because it's like one of those things where it's like, you basically have to choose like I don't.
Alright, I think I get what you're saying, Greep. So Bizzle, I'm gonna go off what I think Greep was saying. How do you decide what to choose between what you said and what is right for the game?
I don't know. I think that's a hard decision, and I think you just have to stick with your gut on what's best for you.
Alright. So, Sen,
Mm-hmm.
specifically when choosing who you want to vote out and who you want to side with, how are you deciding that? Because a lot of the times, whatever you decide is going to impact your FTC and how you're portrayed in the game to the jury.
Yeah. What would you say? I'm like that for a second. I was thinking about my own game.
He said,
Okay.
how do you like? Okay, so I'll phrase it better this time. So how do you rationalize your decision of which side you're going to go with when you know that your decision, specifically this late into the game, is getting portrayed to the jury and it's setting your game and it's solidifying the game you played?
Well, it's just making a decision that you think the jury would like more at this point. Like, whichever way I flip, it's the way I'm the way I'm trying to flip at this point is just if I'm in the flip position to flip is that give it to the end easily and the votes at the end from the jury.
Alright, I'm going to start the vote. That's it.
Greeples.
Seems like everyone knows what they're doing.
Are you and Shifter still doing what you told me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
I really hope not. I really
It's
hope
not-
you guys
shut
stay
up, John.
loyal.
Easier.
Because I've been loyal to you guys all game, and I'd really appreciate
And because
it.
you're voting, because you're voting for the
Yeah.
person I told you to, right? Okay.
That's loyalty.
Okay, well, like,
Well,
right now it's
I'm-
really hard to when you're the only one with immunity.
Do we have all the votes? We do have all the votes.
That's fair, I think.
Bizzle, I stuck with what we were doing.
Okay, good. Me too.
I promise.
Okay, you know what? It's gonna be fine.
If anyone has a hidden immunity, I don't like to play it. Now be the last night to do so. Alright, once votes are read, decision is final. Walk back there and follow the instructions on the sign. Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Z-Cent. Second vote, Bizzlebold. Third vote, Greeples. That's one vote sent, one vote Bizzle, one vote Greeples.
Muted.
Fourth vote,
Oh
Sent.
no, Z sent.
fifth vote.
Unmuted.
The next player voted out of All Stars and the sixth member of our jury.
I'm sorry, Sen.
Good game, man.
Sorry, Z sent.
Come back there.
Did you vote for me, Bobby?
No, I voted for Bizzle Bulb.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was to be expected.
This next one's for you.
All right. After Sent
I
finishes
know.
his thing, we're gonna go and do rites of passage. All right, and then we'll get to the final immunity challenge.
Oh, thank God, it's a final 3.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right.
It's been
Okay,
fun.
we'll be guys back.
It's been fun. I don't usually play with you guys.
We always end up on opposite sides, Bobby. This is fun.
No, we were good at the beginning.
At the beginning of this?
That seems to be
At
how it always
merge.
goes.
At Merge, we all voted the same way.
Dude, everybody's friends with
Dude,
Bobby.
I can't even
till
remember
merge.
which one we voted at merge. Holy shit.
At
Yeah.
Merge, it was Black
All right,
Garrett.
let's
Unless you didn't vote him
Okay,
out.
yeah, because like everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
lock this off.
And then next,
Garrett
it went to
chaotic.
Rocks. I think,
Alright,
right?
I need-
Fuck.
bro.
I need to just go AFK for a little bit,
Okay.
so I'll be right back.
Jerry, if you want to decorate your rites of passage area, you can.
You want to talk real quick, Reefles?
Yeah, sure.
I don't really mind. Just make sure to keep it inside your area.
That was sad.
That was I mean, I don't know.
I don't expect you to. If I lost, would you take me to fire baking?
I would not.
You would not. Do you
I'm
think?
sorry.
Who do you think them two will vote for then? I would
To vote
immunity.
for?
You,
I know,
you think
Bizzle.
they'd vote for you?
You've never seen the show. It's all right.
Yeah, they probably would.
You want me to take you to fire?
If you want to. I mean, I would imagine you probably want to sit next to me at final 3.
All right.
Um,
if I could have everyone
I
go
just
into
wanna be
spectator
at final
mode before
3.
the timer runs out,
Hmm.
that would be awesome.
I just want to make it.
Hey.
God.
Can I pop in? I
Yeah.
have no idea what the fuck rights are. What help?
We just walked through, and every player who was voted out, they wrote on a sign. They're like final thoughts. I imagine A-Rod is gonna be very angry at Z-Set, and I think Z-Set might be a bit
Wait.
sad about
Is
you.
it a final?
It's a
four
final
then?
3. We're
It's a-
doing
Wait, then
this.
how is someone going home?
We're
Is
doing this,
someone-
and then our challenge.
Oh God. Okay.
When was Psyduck, was he lying about his word remover?
All right.
I don't
Jerry,
know.
get in
Maybe he got a
spectator
Maybe-
mode.
blank one.
maybe
Maybe that's
just
what it was.
please.
Maybe he just,
And
I don't know.
Or maybe he
Garrett,
was just
please
lying
follow.
about it.
Because he
Yeah.
said it was a 12-letter word that we had to solve, and
Actually,
I.
Cliff,
Maybe
did
it
you
had
get to do
something to
yours?
do with the challenge we just did.
I imagine it was probably just a blank one.
Hold on. No.
Maybe.
All right,
Yeah.
here, buddy. We'll throw you back here.
Well, it's been fun.
I've
Good luck,
been
guys.
playing with you guys.
That's why we were one off. So confused.
I-
All right, hold on. Alright, let me give you your skull, please. Got you.
Are you also here, or is it
I'm here,
I'm-
yeah.
the server lagging?
I
Okay.
think they're just waiting. I
everyone
think they're
just
just
stopped
finishing up
talking.
their rights.
Alright,
Everyone stopped
Jerry,
talking, we
please
just all,
go in
like,
spectator
stopped
mode as
moving
I'm
as well
going
at
to
the
be
same
keeping them in any moment now.
Also, Greeples, thank you for staying loyal.
Or I guess
Mhm.
I can just set you all in spectator mode. Okay. Alright, welcome, Jerry. I mean, not Jerry. 4. Alright,
It's a
so one by
twist, we're
one,
on the jury.
you're just gonna read their final words and give a little quick little giblet about them, I guess.
Eulogy.
Merc got
Yeah.
fucked. I don't
Oh,
think
I
Merc
feel
deserved to
bad
go
for him.
first.
Merc got robbed. Okay.
I should have done.
It
I should have done more and kept Cappy on a leash from saying let's vote out Merc.
Oh
My
god, I just feel
God.
bad. Spongy was so mean to him.
Yeah,
Alright.
Spongy was being an absolute asshole to Merc, and I voted Spongy just because I'm not about that life.
I didn't experience this. I was on the other tribe.
It was
so I don't
pretty
know what
nasty.
happened.
All right.
Jesus.
Full
Okay.
caps, GG.
I was.
yeah.
I was real.
That's it.
Hell, some bitches, Bobby, Cappy, or Perp wins. Well,
Hey,
That was a
Oh.
weird.
I
that,
went
oh, that was
away.
the-
Maybe
That was the rocks.
that
no, it wasn't
it was
rocks,
the
that was the first
consensus where
consensus, yeah.
where 5 out of 6 people were scared of rocks. I was not scared.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. You don't go to rocks that early.
Jack Black,
Common
if I
sense.
found my idol an hour before, I would have saved you and I would have been here instead of you. I'm sorry. Oh.
It was
I
Pi- oh,
suck.
Pi.
Oh, Pi.
The
no.
hell?
Oh, pie.
Alright, full caps GG to you
I
too.
actually really
Pi,
wanted
Pi
to work
saved
with
me.
Pi.
I love him. I love you, Pi. I flipped him. The question is finally answered.
Oh my god.
Zson got demoted. Also, go Bobby. No one has a shot.
Who is
Who
it?
is this?
That's
this
Black
is-
Area.
Skin.
No, where's
Oh.
Clues?
Yeah, where's Clues? Oh wait, he got voted out when he wasn't here.
But like,
Yeah,
where's...
clues is that. You'll see him at the very end.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I
Poor
would have
Terry
won the game.
KO'd, got rocked
That
out
was
with an
very-
idol.
Man,
Very.
I actually-
Oh,
he had,
that
like-
hurt me.
The only
I had just,
person who
like,
didn't want
started
to
wanting to
go
work with
rocks.
him. I was.
Oh,
Alright.
god. Can't believe we went to rocks over that.
Fuck God indeed, Carson. Fuck God
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah. A lot of these are about God.
God.
Oh.
Just God, that's it.
God.
Man.
Hero.
Hey,
Who is
hey, no,
this?
no, 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 no. I won one.
This was before you.
I won one. Okay, I'm just saying.
Who the fuck wins? Who
is
the
this?
fuck wins?
Is this
That's
Psy?
that's yeah.
Yeah. I don't fucking
Weird
know
heads.
anybody's skins.
Oh.
Zson, 0% chance of winning
I'm
this game.
sorry,
Ouch.
A-Rod. They got to him
Oh.
before I could.
What?
Damn.
Not voting for any of you.
Baby, when?
Rocky, I'm sorry.
He who controls the youth has all the power. That's deep.
Mhm.
Damn.
That was.
Sorry you couldn't find your idol.
Fuck my job.
Poor Clues.
Aw.
All right,
that sucks.
let's run through the challenges and get some heads, guys. Right?
Okay.
Well, that's
Get some
usually
heads.
like the player heads of the people who were voted out.
Oh.
Read the other
Is that how it
side.
goes? I don't play very often.
Alright,
many
here's
of
what I
it,
want
I'll
you
be
guys
honest.
to do. Yeah, there we go.
Trivia.
Muted.
Trivia.
Fucking
Is it about
trivia.
game?
No.
I'm muting Discord mouse.
Gotta mute Discord. Are you okay, Bobby?
Unmuted.
No, I'm having a meltdown. I told Cappy that you don't do this dumb shit anymore, and here we are with trivia.
I hope you guys got to know your fellow winners. This is trivia about stuff I said at the very beginning of the game.
Oh my
This stuff is very difficult, and I've designed it to try to make it balanced so people just look at the stats. So, we will have 8 questions out there.
Muted.
It's over. It's over.
Answer all of them.
Unmuted.
And we'll have 8 questions about the game, and then if that somehow is still unsatisfied and people somehow still have lives, we will go to a tiebreaker question. So you guys will have all your answers.
Is it multiple choice?
Start.
Is it multiple choice, or is it free response?
It's for your response.
All right.
Oh fuck.
Question. Which group had the most winners represented?
What?
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, you mean like?
Muted.
Like, how many
Unmuted.
winners from this one certain group like this season?
Okay.
So help Bob you your answer.
Okay, like you're talking like that, right?
Yeah, the group that the person won from, how many winners were represented?
Did you include Noah on this?
I included everyone who played.
Okay. Would that also include Bliv?
No, Bliv did not play. Herpdan played.
Okay.
I never saw Bliv play this game. Bobby, I'm waiting on your answer.
Hold on. I'm just thinking. I don't want to lose.
He's googling.
Yeah.
Half.
You need a timer on these questions?
Give like 30 seconds, Miles.
You looking at stats pages?
No, I'm help hopping just the names of people in groups.
Alright. The correct answer was Aeonian, who had 9 winners represented here. So Bizzle
Oh shit.
is the only one to get it right. Alright.
They had 9? Who?
go
Okay,
through
so
them all. 7 actually, but 7 winners. The second place was Ambition and Lorimer at both of 5. Next question: which winner who played has won the most seasons?
oh my god.
If there are multiple answers, then you'd only need to get one of them. All right, everyone said Perp, but Greeples. The correct answer is Perp, who's won 5 seasons.
Oh fuck.
Next question:
This is true.
who out of everyone who played is the most recent 2-time winner?
Miles, you're cutting out. I didn't hear the full question.
Okay, my apologies. Out of everyone who played, who is the most recent 2-time winner?
Oh.
All right, everyone says Clues, but Bizzle. Bizzle is wrong.
Fuck! Okay.
Next question:
It's fine.
what year had the most winners represented? And by year, I mean the year that they first won.
What the fuck? All right, 1 and 3. Let's see. When did we start these?
Just
Okay.
Alright, everyone said 2018, but Greeples, the correct
Okay.
answer was 2018. It had 9 winners represented. 2019 had 8. Next question. Which group had more than 1 season, but no winners represented in All-Stars this season?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Which group had no
Which
winners?
group had more than 1 season, but no winners represented?
Okay.
So this is a.
There could be multiple answers to this then, right?
If there are multiple answers, any one of them would count as correct. So the correct answer was either, what my knowledge, Nudon or Tudon, so Bizzle was wrong. Everyone else said Nudon.
Shoop, did you play a Nudon season?
Wait,
Boatman
didn't
have
Boatman
Yeah,
have 2
I played.
seasons?
Boatman
No,
had 2 seasons.
Nudon had 3, and I played all of them.
Yeah, they did.
Both clans had multiple seasons, I believe. Yeah.
Alright,
I just remembered that,
I
actually.
will count that as correct. My apologies.
Nudon was like Dibs, then
Dibs, Scrib? No, it was Scrib, Dibs.
Scrib, Dibs, and then
Kowalski.
Kowalski.
Has
Sorry.
the most recent first-time winner played.
Which group? Or should we answer the player?
Group.
Which group has what?
So, like-
the most recent
like-
winners?
Recent first-time winner.
The last one they won?
Yeah, so like, out of everyone who played, we divide... So, who is the most recent person to win?
So I
For the
answer
first time.
the group
The
that
group.
of the survivor that they won, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, is this just in general or of the players who played?
Of the people who played.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. Okay, here I have a question.
Yeah. The first time that they would ever win, it's their first time that they won, not any future times.
Okay.
Alright, the correct answer was Laura Moret with King.
Oh.
So, great place for Bobby.
Oh yeah, right. Forgot about.
Next, final question for this category. What month has the most winners represented?
Wait, Miles, wait. Cappy won Ambition. That was his first win and he played.
No, it
Oh.
means the most recent first win.
Oh, I didn't hear you say recent. Oh my god.
If anyone gets this right, I will be very
Can
shocked.
you, can you
What was the
repeat
question?
What month?
has the most winners represented this season?
Muted.
Oh my god, it's one of the
Oh,
summer
Can I change it
months.
before you say the answer?
Unfortunately, once you help up, it is locked.
Okay. never mind.
Unmuted.
Do I have one block left? Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, guys.
You're doing good.
Everyone says June. Everyone is
Muted.
wrong. So Greek is
Unmuted.
out of this challenge. The correct
Didn't kill
answer
me.
Was it July?
December.
December.
What? Okay. I was gonna change it to
Oh,
July.
fuck, I wanted
I can
December.
remember
God
off the top
damn
of
it.
my head, they were Spongy, Greebles, Turi, and Swoosh.
Should have known.
And the second most was April or June. Or July. No. Okay, now we're gonna go into questions about this season.
Okay.
First question. Name one of the two people who went to every pre-match.
See, I would know this. Yeah. God damn it. Should have asked this question easier. Not easier. Earlier. They're easier.
Did you say one? Okay, well,
One of the
The
two.
correct answer was Purple Shooter, so everyone got it right.
Oh well.
Next question. Name a player who sat out of two pre-match challenges.
Okay, that one's pretty hard. Give it to you.
what? Can you repeat it? Sorry.
Name a player who sat out of two pre-match challenges.
Okay.
Is my answer too technical? Is it like too much of a technicality?
As long as it's just one player who. Oh.
It what? What, Miles?
I would. Yeah, I'd say it's too much of a technicality.
Okay, alright. Can I change it?
Yeah, I'll let you change it.
Alright, thank you.
Are we still waiting on someone?
Maybe shoot there.
Everyone
Yeah, I
said
just-
Bizzle. Everyone is correct. The other two possibilities are Curry or Rocky.
Those are safe.
Next question.
Yeah.
I answered
Damn.
clues, man, at first.
Are we
Not
go-
including idol players. Which player had the longest immunity streak this season? How many rounds were they? Who was the immune for the most rounds in a row?
Like who won the most immunity challenges?
Pretty much who won the most in a row. If there are multiple, you can put one name. And idols do not count.
Okay, wait. Are you talking like groups or like? Okay, wait. Now I'm confused. Wait, are you talking like?
Individual person, both pre-merge and post-merge. The length of time between how many
Okay, wait.
immunities in a row. So
How many immunities they won? I'm real confused.
the
on
correct
question.
answer is Bobby. So Shooter's the only one who got it right. Bobby was immune for 9 straight challenges.
He got it right?
No, I got it wrong. I
Okay.
said Bizzle. I thought pre-merge lasted
The
longer.
second closest was Squaw with 8.
Yeah.
No, Squaw had in a row.
Yeah.
Besides, Yes, that's 8. Alright. Next question. Who came in third place in the survival games challenge?
Third place from
Oh my
winning.
god, okay.
Yeah. You know how we the top two and then.
God damn it.
Who was it?
I was AFK during that.
Alright, next question. Who came in second place in the jumping point challenge?
The what?
The what?
The final 9 immunity.
The pacer test.
Press the button, the pacer test challenge.
Who came in
Who
second?
Came in second. We're just going to double check.
It was close, I believe.
Alright, so yeah, the correct answer was Rocky, so all of you guys are correct. Next question. Who got sent to exile the most?
Oh.
Write this down.
Just waiting on Bobby.
Sorry, I'm very nervous.
If there
That's
are
why.
multiple, you can just say one.
That's why that message is like that. I'm trying to remember. Okay.
I feel like this is a long time to answer.
Alright, everyone said Z-Sun. Everyone is correct.
Was Greeples also correct?
Greeples only went twice.
Okay.
Next question. How many times did the consensus timer pop up this season? Even if you didn't go to tribal, the timer still popped up.
What?
Not a trick question.
Okay.
Everyone said 3. Everyone is correct. Next question. What flower did I put in the flower pot at the first merge tribal?
Oh.
Bruh.
What?
Okay, wait, this was the one where we had to do the house, right? Or like...
Are you talking about the challenge or?
No, he's talking about the first merge tribal.
Council. I put a flower into the flower pot at the first merge tribal. Which one was it?
Well,
Okay,
This
wait, who went
sucks.
on that one? That was Garrett's, right?
yeah.
That was Garrett's. My God. This is so stupid.
Okay. I can't remember the name of the flower that I would say, and I'm struggling.
Can we describe the flower or do you want the name?
If you can somehow tell me what it is,
Tell you what?
then I'll allow it. If you can describe it in a way that I can understand what you're trying to say.
Okay. Is that good?
That's good, Bobby. Abyssal, could you be a little more descriptive?
Oh my. Okay, like. I don't know how to describe this. I know. Do I still have it in my inventory?
Hey, can we get a timer on this?
Okay, wait.
I already answered.
I answered too.
You literally take 9 years to answer. Don't hassle me. That's not-
Miles, that isn't good, right?
Never
That,
mind. Wait, never mind. Okay. If I can spell, that would be great. There we go. That one.
Alright, only Bobby got it correct.
It's
Bobby described it. I'll accept. It's the
That-
kind of tall, light blue one that looks like a truffle tree from the Lorax. It's the cornflower. So, since we're out of questions and you guys are both at 2 live, we are going to the tiebreaker challenge.
Are you kidding me?
What are we gonna do?
So, help up. How long has this challenge been going on in seconds without going over?
Bobby is streaming.
That's not fuck.
Bobby, please don't look at your stream.
I'm sorry, I want to win.
Well,
Is that, like, really?
do I have time to look at his stream
Don't
then
look at your
too?
stream, Bobby.
Don't?
Just,
That's not really fair.
yeah.
I don't think that's fair.
How's that not fair?
Because no one else is streaming. You have recorded evidence.
Do you have
of
any other
exactly how
questions you could
long
ask
this has
instead of
gone.
that?
Okay, I won't.
That doesn't
Can I
sound
go
very
over?
fair.
Are we allowed
No
to go
going
over,
over.
or is it just like closest?
The timer is going to continue to run until both people have their answers in.
And so then that's just changing the answer. Miles. So can you stop like the timer now, I guess? Because if I answer first and she gets closer because we win an extra 10 seconds.
I mean, it's without going over as well. I mean, I did not expect to go through 16 questions, Terry.
Can you come up with a different
Here.
one?
Okay.
You know what, Terry? You want me to find a better question?
Okay, that's what I'm.
Are you changing the question or?
Do people want
Bobby,
me to
did you
change the
answer?
question?
I haven't answered.
I already
It's
answered,
a
so,
busted
like-
question.
It's,
Should we get a? Can we get a different question then?
yeah.
Alright, I'll change it. I'll start figuring out some questions. I did not think we'd go through all 16.
The chat is furious.
Yeah.
Sleeping 25 minutes on God? Was it around like 16 minutes?
How many seconds is that?
16 times 60? Was it
Well, I
around
can't
there?
do math.
That's what I was gonna do. I don't know. If you're finding a different question, then it doesn't matter
Yeah,
because
I'm
I just
gonna
said
find a
what I.
different question.
What did you put?
Me?
Yeah, he's changing it. So
I did 19 minutes.
oh, you said minutes?
Well, okay. No, I said like 1,140 seconds.
Okay, I was gonna
But-
do 16. So
Actually, I like what Terry's doing.
what's he doing?
Okay. 1 second.
Muted.
Len,
Hockey entered
I
channel.
am in the final one of the final immunity challenge. It's me versus Bizzlebub. If I get this right,
Alright, what was
then
the,
I win.
What was the second
Unmuted.
item at the auction?
The what?
The second item at the auction.
Oh, who got that?
Oh,
So does whoever get this wrong win? Or who gets this right?
am I allowed to ask a question that's not the answer?
Depends on the question.
Can you tell me what the first one was?
No.
Can
I'm
we?
gonna let them play out their lives.
Are we playing out our lives?
Yeah, you guys have 2 each, so.
Okay. Because I thought it was just. This is stupid.
Okay.
I think I know what it. The. Okay, do you want the person or the item?
The item.
So are we just doing this like first to get one wrong loses?
No,
If it
we're
was
going.
covered- I will say the second item was actually said out loud, even if it was covered.
It was said out loud, but it was covered. Awesome.
Yeah, I said it out loud.
Oh my god.
Damn,
What?
I didn't get the hint before I submitted. I see how it is. I'm not changing
Hey,
my answer.
I'm
but-
between two. I'm between two right now. Who? Stop.
Pick the wrong one.
I don't want to.
Please.
Okay. I don't know. Between two. Okay,
You gotta pick.
I'm picking. I really.
Alright, both of you guys said Pet Rock, both of you guys are correct.
Oh my god. I was gonna say Perp's Tropical Fish. How long after was that?
That was the 5th item.
Oh, okay, wow.
Fun fact.
I
one
was
of the
about to say
stairs on the
Elytra, but I
wall
think
over
that
there
was-
Elytra was the
not
first, I
the 5th
think.
item.
Right? Elytra was the first by Rocky?
Yep.
Wait, one of them told us what?
One of the stairs over there, if you sat in one of those brick ones, would tell you what items of the auction to bid on and not bid on.
Oh my god.
Alright, next question. What? I'm not gonna do that, Kegel, just because someone wasn't at that. They were on separate tribes, like the majority, like the first half of the game.
Meme Daddy Dick!
Okay, I got one. What round of the Ambition Crossbow Maze was it E7v7?
Was it E7?
7v7.
I didn't
Do you
play
want?
that
Do
challenge.
you want? No, you killed someone. That's why. you killed Sai.
What? I wasn't there. I was AFK.
No, the crossbow, the maze one, right? Where you're in there and you're half a heart.
Oh my god. Okay, wait, no, I'm thinking wrong. Can you tell me how many rounds there were in total?
No.
Okay. Give me a second to think.
Or are you talking about the one where we fishing rod people?
No.
Okay.
The one that was made of concrete.
With the barrier maze with the auction thing. I'm trying to think. When did you kill Sai? That's when it happened.
I didn't kill Sai.
You killed someone. Who did you kill? Someone hit
A-Rod.
someone. Okay. God. Okay, that's my answer.
I don't know. Okay.
Both of you guys said 3rd round. Both of you guys are correct.
Sleepy, and then you go to 3 or to 5.
Speaking of 3rd, what was the 3rd leg of the relay race?
Oh shit.
Of the what?
The relay race.
You're picking all the challenges that I didn't partake in.
I'm just picking them at random.
Oh,
This
wait.
was when Klausman?
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Is that a good answer?
Your answer.
Okay.
I think that was it. I don't know.
Alright, both of you guys said boat. You guys are both correct. Next question. At the All Stars 1 map, how many auction vouchers did we hide? We did mention it. Both of you guys instantly say 40. Both of you guys are correct. How many people drew rocks on the Turi tribal, where he got rocked out? just waiting on Bobby.
Yeah.
The correct answer was 8, so Bobby got it right.
Yes.
Wrong.
Fuck. Okay.
Let's see. How many clues were there during the logic puzzle?
Clues for.
The logic puzzle. How many clues were there for it?
Okay.
Um.
Does this include the initial book that they got?
The initial book is just a lore book. It is not a clue.
Okay.
Okay. So are you talking about just the ones that we gathered as a team then?
How many clues were there?
Okay.
Oh my. Okay. I think I might lose this. Oh my god. Okay.
Both of you guys said 5. Both of you guys are correct.
Oh my god.
What?
Alright, let's do this one. Who was the first person out of Spleef?
Oh.
Okay, but wait, they went down. What if there were? Is there not multiple?
There may be multiple, there may not be.
Oh.
Okay. Well, like.
Oh.
If I say both of them, does it count?
If there is multiple, then you only need to say one of them.
Okay.
Okay. You know what?
Both of you guys say perp, both of you guys are correct.
What was the funniest Rocky?
The funniest Rocky?
How
the
many different people won immunity post-merge?
Oh wait, I'm unmuted.
Post merge.
I mean, during the merge.
During the merge, how many different immunity winners did we have?
I got a question. Okay, hold on.
They have to have
It had to have been one from a challenge during the merge.
one. It had to have been one from a challenge after the merge.
Okay.
Alright. Both of you guys say 3, both of you guys are correct.
Oh my god.
The winners were you two and Rocky.
Good job, Rocky. You're welcome.
How many votes did Perp negate when he played his idol?
Schmeiler.
I think. Oh god.
Both of you guys said 2, both of you guys are correct.
Muted.
Frigid, we're just going with it.
Unmuted.
How many people did the parkour in the mob room challenge?
What, sorry?
How many people did the parkour in the mob room challenge?
Okay, wait, like per tribe or both tribes together?
Per tribe.
Wait, what?
I said how many people were doing parkour per tribe in the...
Okay.
Wait, no, okay, wait. Can I change this? Because I thought you said the mob room.
I said parkour in the mob room challenge.
No, you said... I didn't hear the mob room part. Because I know it's this one.
1 second.
Because I just heard how many people did the mob room. Oh my god.
Come on.
There is so much fucking pressure.
Miles.
Yeah.
You cut out for me when you said the parkour part.
I heard
didn't
it.
hear
And he
Is
said
he
it.
not cutting out for you at
Nico,
all?
you need to help me make a decision. I'm not making this on my own.
Alright.
Okay, wait, Bobby, is he cutting out for you at all?
He said it twice. Because I asked him again.
When did you? I didn't hear him say it twice. I only heard once, and I only heard the mob room. I heard you say it
Alright,
twice
people are just
after I
saying
submitted my answer.
Alright, we'll just scrap that question. We'll move
What?
on. I
Please.
do apologize.
Was it 5?
It was 5.
Oh my god. Alright.
Who was the first pick in the tribe swap?
My god. Fucking know this. Dude.
Oh god.
Oh, it wasn't him. Who fucking went first?
Fuck. This is some rough, rough stuff.
Sleeping, I was gonna do that until I realized that was the other captain.
You
Oh,
can
fuck.
get help from your Twitch chat.
No, sleeping, it's sleeping. Listen, it's sleeping.
I don't care.
Okay.
Alright, both of you guys said A-Rod. Both of you guys are correct. Next question. Who was the last person picked for the tribe swap?
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
Muted.
Okay, it was one of the 6 of us. It wasn't me. Did we get last pick since we went first? Oh, come on. No, it had to have been this dude. Had to.
Unmuted.
Oh my god. Okay. I think I might have fucked up here, but it's fine.
Both of you guys said Prequel. Both of you guys are correct.
Oh my god.
I did not expect to be asking like 40 fucking questions.
Yeah, and the challenge is
I'm
over
sorry.
4 ago.
Hey Bob, you want a rock paper scissor?
No.
What? I think that's a fair solution.
I'm not. No. I should have won 4 rounds ago.
Okay, but that was just because my Discord sucks. That's You would have thrown hands too if he cut out for you.
Here, I have an idea. You drop out, you give me immunity, and I'll take you to fire. Guaranteed.
No.
Okay. Let's keep on going, Miles.
Yeah.
Are you feeling the rock paper scissors
You know
idea,
what?
Miles?
You know what? Since a couple admins or people in admin chat are liking this, I'm gonna ask this. I need someone to tell me the answer though, because I can't check.
You don't know. No. Ask something that you know the answer to.
We can.
Well, now I'm curious
Kegels
what the
gonna
question.
count while we do this. How many signs in the rites of passage said the word God on it?
What?
Said the word God?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god. Hey, does mine count right now? I just said God. Said it again. That's 2.
That's not on the sign.
in the rites of passage.
Oh my god.
Oh, I have no idea.
Fuck it. Cappy? I know you at least said it.
Okay, wait, sorry, I'm just thinking for a sec. I have no idea which one it is. Okay, you know, fuck it, it's
Both
fine.
of you guys said 3. Both of you guys got it correct.
Oh my god.
I was so close to putting 2. Bruh.
I thought it was like 7.
I know Cappy was the only one I knew. I knew Carson said it. And I think Rocky said it.
Perp did.
Oh, Perp did.
We're just District 11.
Alright. At the final 8, who was the person who received only 1 vote on the initial vote?
Can you tell me whose vote that was?
The final 8.
No, who got 8th place?
Oh my.
Can I request a
Who
timer?
received 1 vote?
Just work backwards.
Oh, Kigo actually brings up a good point. I'm gonna scrap this question because one of you guys actually voted that person. That's not fair. My apologies.
How's that unfair? What? No, that's public knowledge. You say the votes out loud.
Are you scrapping it or no?
Has better knowledge of it over that person.
Better.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
my
changing
god.
it. It's to be fair, Bobby. Okay. Who was the person who only got 1 vote against them at the merged tribal?
Oh.
Muted. Unmuted. Muted. Unmuted.
That is the vote that was sent.
What? No.
I helped off the exact
Merged.
vote. Yeah, I know. And I know it.
You're confusing me. I don't know. That's what I'm going with.
Both of you guys said perp, both of you guys are correct. Besides,
What? You cut out that
including
entire
revotes,
sentence.
what are the total amounts of votes that King received this season?
Hey, Bizzle voted for King a couple times. Isn't that not fair?
Oh my. Including revotes?
Including revotes.
Okay. I think.
God, what place did you fucking get, Carson? Yankee Doodle Donkey Dyke. Oh, did not mean to say that.
Wow.
Damn. I think you should get a point taken after that one.
Disqualified for homophobic slurs.
I agree very strongly.
Alright. Both of you guys had different answers.
Oh shit. Okay.
And both of you guys are wrong, so Bobby, you win final guaranteed a spot at
What
final
was
tribal
it?
council. The correct answer was 15.
Was what?
The correct
15.
answer was 15.
I put 16.
I said 17.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Who's the final winner that I get to wear?
Oh my god.
Hockey entered channel.
So wait, do we do fire making?
Muted.
Alright, the final winner in the list
He
that I
won't.
have is this head.
Unmuted.
Fitting.
Alright, I'll take everyone back to camp for 10 minutes and then we'll go to the penultimate tribal council.
Alright.
Okay.
Who wants to talk?
I
We
guess
want
we
to do 2-2?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll go this way.
Who wants?
Let's not go too far.
Kegel entered channel.
We can just sit here. Oh, there you are.
What
Oh,
the?
that was a good land.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Okay, I never got to
Well-
ask what happened to Zisa.
I figured that I needed to keep Bizzle around because if I voted her out there and Z-Cent was still here, then I would be gone.
Okay. I don't think that's. Do you think they're voting for you then?
No, I'm just saying, like, in the case that if Z-Cent were here right now over Bizzle, I would be going.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I was gonna
So
take Zisa to fire.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So wait, is it it's a challenge or we just vote normally?
it's a vote. If it ties, then it's a challenge.
Okay. Right.
Who are you thinking
Well, I don't think I could beat Bizzle.
of? You want to vote Bizzle? I'll vote Bizzle. I'll let
Yeah, I'm
you.
cool
I'll let
with
you go
that.
fire if they vote for you.
All right.
Okay.
I'm cool with that if you are.
Yeah.
Because you can beat Greebles for sure. You could probably beat me.
I've thought that many times before.
And like I can try.
Are we ready? Do we want to switch, or you guys still want to talk?
Yeah, we can switch.
Okay. I'll talk to Creeples, I guess,
I'm like it.
and then I'll talk to Bizzle, and then we'll vote.
Oh,
I guess.
Well, I would like to talk to Bob too.
Yeah, yeah. After, like, we're gonna switch one more. Okay. He said Bizzle.
Hi. Well, of course.
Are you gonna do that, or are you gonna take Bizzle to fire?
I don't know at this point.
Because I imagine you guys are gonna vote Shifter, right?
Well, yeah, that was. I mean, that was a talk there. I mean, there was the only shooter that could be voted there.
Okay. Do you
I don't
think
know,
they'll
it's
try and
kinda-
vote you?
I don't think. I mean, possibly. I think Bizzle just wants to stay in. So,
I'm gonna vote for Bizzle.
all right.
So if you want a guaranteed at least half of the tribe, you know where I'm voting, 100%.
Yeah.
Just so that they don't 2-1-1 you.
Yeah. I hear you.
I would have been
Um,
so mad if I lost after they scrapped the question. Both of them.
I stopped paying attention.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
It
you
was,
went out
taking
so
a while.
early.
I know. It's because I don't like. I hardly play any of the big survivors, so I am less knowledgeable than everybody else. It was not a challenge I expected to win. That's okay.
I told Cappy, coming into this, I went, they don't do those stupid ass trivia FTC or like final immunity challenges anymore. And look at what was
Oh.
here.
Yep.
The stupid ass trivia.
I don't like challenges that can go on that long. Like the season I won, the Solar season 2 had a spelling bee that lasted 40 minutes, and it sucked.
You say spelling bee?
Yeah, it was a spelling bee.
That's an interesting challenge if I've ever heard of one.
Yeah, I mean, it was done the first season as well, and it went really well that time. But second season is just like Frankie and Spongy would not lose. So yeah, I'm gonna set off all my TNT because I have
Oh,
good
okay.
amount yet. Still, just gonna do a
And then
tower.
we'll switch one more, and then you'll talk to Sheepter. I'm voting
Yeah.
Bizzle.
Yeah.
They might try and vote for you. Sheepter told me to vote Bizzle, but you know 100% where I'm voting.
Okay.
One more switch.
Yeah.
He's about to blow everything up, Sheepter. I better stay
Oh
back.
god.
Oh,
Oh no,
Jesus.
I'm gonna lag the fuck out.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Are you and Sheepter voting Creeples or?
Yes. And I
Okay.
would beg you to too. Because obviously, like, you can't go here. I know you can't.
I cannot. Yeah.
But like, I would like to even like try to make it to FTC with you.
So who's Creeples voting for then?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm
Do you
out,
think
like,
he's gonna
obviously
stay
a
on
couple-
Sheepter?
I don't know. Because obviously, like, you're trying to get him to go me.
That's Sheepter just said you. So I thought that's what he
Well,
was doing.
because it's the obvious choice
Yeah.
when you guys are talking alone. I'm gonna be real here. No, but we're both on Greeples, and I'm willing to go to fire over this. Like,
Okay.
and I think Shooter is too, because we've been kind of like really close the entire game, and I don't know. I was hoping you'd make this easy.
What do you mean by easy?
Well, like, I don't want to go to fire over this necessarily. Like, I would prefer if you just voted with us, and then it was like, I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't think I beat you in FTC anyway, but like, I would like to try. So
Well,
I don't know where your stance is on that, because I know you want to win.
it's
Obviously,
either gonna be a
but
2-1-1 or a 2-2. Because if
hear me out. It's
yeah, but if
it's-
Sheepter doesn't vote that way and they vote together, then it's a 2-2. Sheepter does vote that way, then it's a 3-1. And if you don't vote that way, then you might 2-1-1. Or them
hear
two.
me out of my 10 out of 10 pitch.
Uh-huh.
This is a good resume opportunity. You've had immunity
Yeah.
this whole time. You haven't really like had the chance to like
Oh, Garrett?
Oh, I'm sorry.
bitch. Okay. Well, I literally just completely lost track. You keep me. You're putting yourself like slightly at risk of losing the game here. Not by much, but like, you know, you still are. So it's like a tiny bit of a resume move. Like, you're making a risky move here.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard.
Alright. I heard what you have to say. Let's see if them two heard it as well.
Okay. Are you kind of maybe on board with that?
I don't have my vote set. If I'm
Okay,
being
well,
honest.
obviously.
I do think about it. Like I thought about every vote, but don't be mad if I don't. I hope you
Well,
are.
I'm not gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Like, it is your game. Like, I'm not gonna be like pissed about it. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've had fun this game, and I'd really like to try and
I've had fun
at
too.
least make my pitch at FTC.
Okay.
Like, I still think you win, but
Alright.
like, I don't think any of us are really great against you. But it's fine.
Don't give up.
Well, I'm not giving
that's
up. I would
something
like
that
to make my
Jerry
pitch. That's the
people don't-
goal.
Yeah. Alright, they're coming
Like,
back.
that's the goal here. Okay.
Do we want to talk one more time, or is it tribal time?
Just one more go around, maybe, when we have time. I don't know.
Okay.
Unless you
I'll
guys
go
are all
with
good.
that. Yeah. I'll go over here. I guess
Damn it.
we'll just go through our originals again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm voting
Bizzle.
Bizzle.
She brought up Greeples, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's the clear choice.
Yeah.
I don't think any combination of Final Three
Because she's
has a
probably
win
telling
for Greeples.
Greeples is probably they're probably talking about just voting you.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing else
I
they
mean,
can
as
talk
long as
about.
two of us vote together, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm down for Greep. Not Greep, sorry, Bizzle.
Okay.
I hope you don't think that's slip up.
No,
It's like,
no.
I just genuinely misspoke. It makes no sense for me to not take Greep.
I'm voting Bizzle. As long as
Yeah,
you
me
do, then
too.
we're at least
Yeah, I will.
guaranteed.
Yeah, I promise.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. They're still talking.
Okay.
If you do go to fire, it's probably gonna be like people who got voted out in order. Do you want that order?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Okay. Or they're coming back actually. Alright, I guess I'll
Do you
talk to
wanna again?
Creeples.
Okay, we'll go this way.
Okay.
We'll do tribal in a minute and a half unless the majority.
She told me to vote for you. I'm not doing that. I'm voting her.
Hmm.
She tell you to vote for Chieftain?
Okay. What?
Did she tell you to vote for Shup?
Yeah.
Okay. No. But as long as two of us just vote the same way, it's guaranteed fire.
Hmm. Yeah.
At the least.
And I think Shifter wants to go for her too. So
Okay.
it's. I mean, yeah.
Last time I could go home was the final 17.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I lost Cappy.
Rip Abby.
Cappy didn't deserve it. Okay, looks like we're doing one more switch.
Are we?
Are they coming? Okay, yeah. Are we doing one more?
Good.
Is Bizzle
Yeah,
here?
if you want. Yeah, she's over there.
Bizzle? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Alrighty.
Hi.
Hey, sorry, I'm here.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna.
So is Sheepter on board, or either? Or I mean,
He's voting Greeples with me.
okay.
I'm pretty sure he's like 100%, because he's not in danger. He's going to, like, I'm going to fire making otherwise, you know
Yeah.
it.
Then who's?
And I would beg you to vote Greeples with me. Okay. You know. Yikes.
What was the stair miles that told everyone?
This one right
Oh, I'm X rank. Which one?
This one right here.
Oh. Oh, there's
I
a
wish we had
chest
the
over there.
appropriate amount of chairs.
Yeah.
Shit
I don't know why it's
bothers me.
there. Alright. Welcome everyone to the penultimate tribal council. Bobby, how does it feel to have secured your spot at FTC?
Feels good. Feels very good. That last challenge, I was very worried that it took that long. The fact that I almost lost and I won with 1 life. I don't know. It had to be. It gave me a little moment at when you first introduced us to that challenge. But overall, I was able to pull through. I'm glad I'm making FTC.
Alright, and Greeples, coming into this penultimate tribal council, how do you go about deciding who will be the final person on the jury?
I mean, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I gotta either pick, well, I gotta pick between these two, who I vote for, and, I mean, I'm having a really hard time with that, just because it's like,
Muted.
which one of these two do I stay loyal to, and, like, how is it gonna affect FTC, and who I go with it.
Alright. Does anyone have anything to say? Sorry, I'm a bit distracted right now. Alright, with that,
I
I'll
don't
start the
think so.
vote in just a second. Alright, you can all vote now.
Bobby, I'm hoping you're giving me a chance here.
I'm waiting on one more vote. I'm still waiting on one more vote.
Hello.
Greeples, are you still waiting to vote?
Waiting on Greeples.
You know that one meme with
Please
like a
don't.
person with a bunch of math equations around their head?
Yeah.
That's me. I'm that
like-
guy.
begging.
Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted off will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Bizzle. Second vote, Greebles. Third vote, Schupter. That's 1 vote Bizzle, 1 vote Greebles, 1 vote Schupter, 1 vote left.
Oh my god.
Unmuted.
17th
I'm
person
back.
voted out of all winners, and the 8th and final member of our jury, Bizzle.
Muted.
No!
Bizzle, try to spoken.
How did I vote
Unmuted.
myself out?
What was the vote count?
It was a 2-1-1.
What?
And with that, we'll TP everyone back to camp, and then we'll
Ship,
start
you
FDC
didn't
in a
vote
couple
with
minutes.
me.
I'm sorry.
I don't know where she
I'm
is.
really sorry.
You don't know where who's at? Okay.
I don't know like half the commands for the server, so.
I'm really sorry,
Okay.
Bizzle.
Unmuted.
It's fine.
I'll explain during FDC.
Okay.
I hope you can understand.
No, I understand why.
Chenga entered channel.
I just don't think you guys have a chance against Bobby here. That's like what I've been saying this whole time. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go because I don't think I should.
Bye.
I'd have to be up against Bobby either way. So.
I know.
Congrats, guys.
No.
We did what
job.
17 other winners couldn't.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, woo.
18 if you include Noah, who thought it was an hour later.
Yeah. It's been fun. I'm gonna go to the bathroom before I
Hey,
have
you
to say
remember
things.
when I said the Complex Tribe was gonna win this game?
You're not wrong,
Dude.
yeah.
All
You're
three of
right.
us are in the
You're
same
right.
straight. Okay, I'm gonna start eating. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be
Muted.
back. Back. Unlike Bobby, I have not been immune. Unlike Bobby, outside of rock draws, I have not been immune for a single second.
I guess I can add, this is another FTC to add to my long list of FTCs I made. Whoa.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, whoops.
it's
That's
okay.
weird.
I think Bobby's not here anyway.
Okay. Wanted
I got
to mute
nothing
my
to go
mic
do.
so I could think about what I was gonna say, but I guess it didn't mute. Whatever.
It's a very quiet noise for a big bell like that.
Mhm.
Uh,
Unmuted.
I'm back.
welcome back.
Are we going to FTC?
Eventually.
Alright, everyone. We're gonna be teleporting to FTC now.
Good luck, guys.
Yay.
Let's
Good luck.
Good luck.
let's try not to be a spongy lasers. It's a murder.
Yeah, I'm gonna just teleport you all. Take your jury.
I'm thinking
Unspec. I have A-Rod's vote.
When
so,
did you get
yeah.
this?
Squish had 2.
He had 2?
Yeah. He had the same clue twice for some reason. And he gave one to me.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to your final tribal council. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you, we're kind of running behind, so I'm gonna give you only a minute to give your opening speeches, and then jury's gonna come up and ask questions. Jury, try to keep it brief if you can.
I am the first member of the jury.
That's cool, but try and keep it brief if you can, and yeah, just know what you're gonna say before I come up here.
Is everyone here?
Everyone except A-Rod, I believe. Yes.
I don't think Perp's here.
Oh yeah, Perp is not. Oh, is he AFK?
I haven't heard from him in a long time.
Alright, well hopefully we can get Perp on before it's his time to go.
Perp is second.
Perp is second. Well, we can skip him then. Anyway. Then after that we'll do a minute for closing speeches, and hopefully then the jury will decide who they want to win. Alright, so I'll start the timer. Does anyone want to volunteer to do their opening speech first?
I'll go first.
You'll go first? Alright, Bobby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 1 minute, alright?
Alright, that's fine.
So as soon as you see the timer appear in chat, go for it.
Alright, guys. The last time I was able to go home was at the final 17. Ever since then, I had an idol that I used whenever someone went home. When Rocky went home, when Rocky voted himself out. And I had immunity the other, whatever amount of times it was. I came into this game knowing it was going to be new versus old, and I thought I was going to win. Coming, from the losing tribe and then winning everything, I was able to form bonds, especially because it was one world, and those bonds carried me up until where I was able to play the middleman for, I think, 4 of the merge votes, where everyone thought oh, it was Zcent who was the rat. It was Squish who was the rat. It was me. I was able to go back and forth, collect every single bit of information, and decide what I wanted to do. And from there, I just had allies that made bad moves that came back to me. Well, like Zcent and A-Rod. Zcent, A-Rod, and Rocky at the final 8. Zcent came back to me, he went, I'm sorry, that was a very dumb move of me. And we were able to, like, work together. I would have taken Zcent to fire. But anyways, wasn't able to get voted out ever since the final 17.
Alright, so I guess we'll go to the left. Prequel's turn. When you see the message appear, when you see the timer appear, you're good to start.
Alright, hey guys. I guess coming into this, I'm kind of the odd man out in this group because I came from winning a Survivor from one of the smaller ones in the community, and I've never played any of the big like Aeonian or Ambition. So this is my first time playing with most of you. Despite that, I've been able to get through a tribe that kept on losing over and over again, and go into merge and be the target only a few times when there was very few numbers. I was able to kind of be in the background and kind of influence things in certain directions and spread information that I didn't want, information that I wanted to be spread, and keep stuff to myself that I didn't want to be spread. I'll just leave it at that for now.
Alright, Ship, it's your turn next. Once you see it appear, good to go.
Alright, hey everybody. I just want to say that I feel like of the 3 people sitting here, I played the best game because I have not been immune outside of rock draws for a single second of this game. I went to every single tribal council, and I managed to form enough good relationships and bonds with the whole game that I never got voted out, even despite that. Meanwhile, Bobby states that he had to play the middleman, but that was really only possible because he was immune for so long. And while winning that many immunities is impressive, it doesn't really say much about his social game. He was on the wrong side of a lot of votes, which he didn't seem to bring up. And only towards the very end, when we just voted out Bizzle, did he get a correct one. So I'm just saying that my bonds carried me through, even when all the odds were against me. When I was on the losing tribe over and over and over again.
Alright, Shep. Alright, Jerry, you heard their brief opening speeches. Rocky, I'm gonna have to teleport you up here. Alright, oh, shit, I accidentally just teleported you. Sorry. Alright, anyway. First member of the jury was King. Yeah, alright, King. Your turn. Your time to go.
Hey, what's up, Erwan?
Unmuted.
I'd like to mention that after Rocky got voted out, you 3 were my top 3 choices for people that I wanted to vote for to win this game. So it's not a super easy decision right now for me. I think you guys all played pretty well. Shooter, I think that it is insane that you went to every single tribal council during the entire game, and you're here. And I don't think you were a goat that was taken here. I think you played very well. Bobby, I think that for you to win this game, you need to argue why winning all but one merge challenge, individual immunity, and then playing your one idol to save yourself, why that deserves to win over these other 2. Why that's better. You need to explain that to other people, not really me. Reeples, I don't really know too much about what you've done. I don't think you've played too badly, but I've heard you say some stuff from spectating, that you flipped your vote when we went to Rocks and Kaoki went out because you were scared of going to Rocks. So can you explain that vote?
When Kaoki went out?
Yeah, when Kaoki got rocked out.
That was which one was that? That was the one where
It was a tie between me and Shooter.
Or final 12.
You and Shooter. And fuck.
Muted.
Tie between you and Shooter, and I voted.
Yeah,
I
so
voted
the
you.
first
Okay.
vote was 5-5-2, and then on the revote, I think you flipped.
Oh
which
yes,
caused it
okay,
to
I
be
remember.
5-5.
I remember. So that was that was a vote where there was a lot of names coming out, and people weren't being really extremely like they weren't like saying things with finality. Like, yeah, let's vote this. And by the time that the merge ended up going, not the merge, sorry, the timer ran out. We had to go to tribal. I hadn't been able to get a complete name in my head that I knew to go for. But however, I did know that people had already told Perp that he was getting votes and that he was most likely going to play his idol. So I threw my vote on Perp the first time around, so so I wouldn't mess anything up. And then when I saw who the 2 votes were, I switched to you because at that time I was more on the other side and needed to stick with those guys.
Unmuted.
Can you explain whose side were you on? Because Shooter and Perp were like obviously on the same side. So why would you vote for Perp but not Shooter there and
Perp and
make
not
it
Shooter
tie again?
Wait. Oh, I voted for. Well, I already explained. I voted for Perp because I knew that he's gonna play his idol already. Or I figured. I guess I wasn't entirely positive, but I was pretty sure that he was gonna play his idol, or at least not be the person that's getting like all of the votes.
Yeah.
Because I was on their side.
But so what I'm saying is on the revote.
On the revote? What? I didn't vote for Perp.
On the revote, you couldn't vote for Perp. I understand that, but like
I voted for you in a revote.
Yeah, I know. Why?
Oh, why didn't I vote
you
for
vote
Shooter?
For me and make it go to rocks? Because you had to draw a rock there. Which.
Well, I at that time I just voted for the person that, because there was 2 people who had voted for Perp, so they were either way it was gonna go to like a situation where I mean it was either both of us vote the same way or both of us vote different, and I didn't know who the other Perp vote was, so it's not as if I could.
Unmuted.
I knew who they were gonna vote and vote for rocks, so I mean I just voted for you because I was already on one side and you were on the other side.
Could I answer something real quick?
Sure.
I was the other Perp vote, and I switched it to Shooter because it didn't make sense for me to vote for one ally of Perp, or like an out like in that alliance, and switch it to someone who was basically working with me and working with Greeples.
Alright, my last thing to say pretty much is I think I still have a pretty tough decision for my jury vote, and Shooter, I want you to explain why you think that like Bobby winning all the immunities isn't as good of a game as you not winning any of the immunities.
May I argue it after this?
Yeah, Greeples,
sorry.
you want to say something first?
I want to argue because with what he said there, I mean, I was already close with Shooter and I didn't want Shooter to go home, so that's another reason why I didn't vote Shooter there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That does make sense. Yeah, so Shooter, like, just as a juror, why is your game better than Bobby's?
Well, I think the bottom line is, well, like, I'm not going to say it's not impressive that he won all those challenges, because it is. It's very impressive. I think he got the record. But the bottom line is, like, when you have immunity, you have so much leeway to do whatever you want during every vote, because you can't get voted out. And
yeah,
I didn't have that at any point in the game. I was always at risk of going home, but I managed to avoid it every single time, even when it was just barely, when it was the vote was just barely not my way, like with the 2 rock draw votes. And I was able to get out of those because I formed good relationships with people who were willing to flip for me and who were willing to go to rocks for me.
Right.
You mind if I add to that, Carson?
Why you think yours is better, but I think other people are gonna ask you that, so
Unmuted.
Okay. Thank you.
Am I up since Perp's not here?
I see Dan riding a pig in the background. Oh, he's here.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey Perp Dan.
Congrats. Getting to the end. You guys all played pretty well from what I can tell. So Weeples, I didn't really see much of your game as the other 2, just because I think like the other 2 like statistics of Bobby winning 9 immunities and Shup going to 17 tribals like more of an obvious game. So, like, how can you compare to those two like record-breaking games?
Yeah, I don't like have those kind of stories, but the thing is that I don't feel that I played like a worse strategic or social game than these guys. I was part of like pretty much every single conversation. I have swayed the votes towards certain people, like when we decided to get rid of A-Rod instead of Z-Cent. That was originally I was the one who brought up A-Rod's name at first, and I was pushing for A-Rod over Z-Cent for most of the vote. And generally, I mean, I don't like have this spectacular like physical game or the whole I went to every tribal before, but I have been like a large part of how this game has been going, and I haven't just been sitting around and having people tell me what to do.
Great. Also, who, if you had to choose out of literally anyone in the game, who did you want to go to the final 3 with?
Muted. Unmuted.
I think in the end I would have wanted to go with Shooter and Z-Cent.
No, that's just for Greeples, Bobby. Okay, so Bobby, I think your 9 immunity ones is really impressive. And like I was saying before, it's sort of that versus Shop for me is like there's 2 things that stand out of the lots of tribals and lots of immunities, because they are like opposite ways of playing. So tell me why your way is better and deserves to get my vote.
My way was better because not a single person here wanted me here at FTC. I didn't have to bring anyone but myself. And that's exactly what happened. I don't, unless Jerry wants to correct me, was anyone going to take me to FTC? Okay. I think multiple people were going to bring Shooter, and multiple people were going to be Greeples, because they didn't do anything but follow and listen to what people had to say. My game, yes, I did win immunities, but I just don't stop playing the game. I don't go AFK. I form relationships so that if I lose the next challenge, I have something to fall back on. And that's what I did with Z-Cent. Like, Z-Cent originally, like, didn't really talk much at the start, but as the game progressed, we had a relationship to where we were on top of the mountain where the idol was at, and Z-Cent went, thanks for at least being honest with me. You were probably, like, someone who I grew very close with, who I wasn't expecting you. So, while, yes, I did win a immunity challenge, I also played the social game and the outwit game. And like I said earlier, my early merge, I was, everyone wanted me. Whether it be I was immune or not, people still wanted me. How many people, like, came to me and said, okay, we need you to get blank, blank, and blank to vote with us here. We need you to get blank, blank, and blank to do this. Oh, Z-Cent was the rat. Oh, Squish was the rat. No, I did all of that. I was the one who controlled most of this early pre-merge. Or not pre-merge, merge. Because of my immunity wins. And then I carried myself to make it to FTC here. Because of my wins.
Alright,
Can I
I have to
respond?
kind of disagree that you controlled the early part of the merge. I feel like that was maybe your weakest point, but I do agree you did have some impact later on.
I would like to respond. So, I actually disagree that Bobby played a good social game. I think he played a pretty bad one, because, I mean, here's the thing. If he got voted out pretty much at any point, I mean, at the early merge is debatable, but after like Perp Dan went home, at any point he would have gone home, because Z-Cent would have flipped on him. Z-Cent knew that Bobby the Turtle was someone that he probably didn't want to go to the end with, and pretty much everybody knew. And also, there's like been many times where, like earlier in the game, where he could have been socializing or talking about other people, but instead he was off searching for an idol and not doing any of that. So.
What was this?
I disagree. Back in the Red Tribe, when he won a couple times, the rest of us were running around doing things and talking to each other, and you were like off. I don't know where you were.
Can I also respond?
You want me to explain why I did that?
I mean, sure.
Because the tribal right before, the votes got split on me and my #1 ally. And we came into a tribe where I was in the minority, and they could have easily just sent me home. And I went to Squish, or not Squish, I went to Sai, and I gave him the information that we both needed to have. I didn't tell him I had the idol because that would have just completely burned up my entire pre-merge tribe right there. But I still formed relations with the people on my tribe. Whether or not you saw it, it doesn't matter. I formed those relationships. I had Kaoki, King, and Rocky both come up to me. All come up to me and go, whatever we're doing. They gave me their exact plan on what they wanted to do. They even thought about throwing the challenges, but King didn't want to play the Joe Anglem game and be immune all the way up until merge. And Sai still came to me with plans and with answers, and I told him, I went, Sai, if they throw this challenge, they're gonna want to break up you and Bizzle. If Sai wants to confirm, then he can.
And I think people coming up to you and doing that is just part of what happens in this game. It's not because they were like so a big part of like your group. They just, I mean, you were immune. They couldn't have voted you out and need your opinion in your vote. I don't think it was a particular part of your social game that made people want to come to you.
You need to ask the question, would they still be going to you if I didn't have immunity? And
This
I
was
think for a lot
pre-merge.
of the time, well,
All that stuff
I'm
happened
not,
pre-merge.
okay. You were talking about the merge before too.
Well, and that, but you're acting like people just wouldn't want to talk to me if I didn't have immunity.
Well,
Survivor
that's
is
what
very
happened
much a
after
social
all
game.
your-
I still pulled
Yeah,
people
I'm
aside
aware
and I
of that.
created those conversations.
Can I talk?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I don't think you played that good of a social game because while you did survive up to here, and you did have a lot of input on a lot of votes, like, if you played so well, then you wouldn't have been in the minority to begin with. Like, your allies went back to back to back, pretty much, and you couldn't save any of them.
I
And
could
as a
have,
result,
but I chose not to.
Well, what was the point of that? Why would you ever choose to put yourself in the minority?
No, okay, listen. When Perp went, you know, he was basically your number one.
Yeah.
Okay, even if no, I was not on the wrong side of the first three merge votes. I voted Garrett out. I voted Perp,
Well, I'm
then
not talking
Shifter.
about. I'm not talking
I did
about the
vote
first
Garrett.
three specifically. I'm talking about the votes where.
No, that
where
was
King
Rocky.
went and where Rocky went and when Kaoki went.
Kaoki went because it tied, and people were afraid. Greeple
But
said
the
it
other-
himself.
But the other two.
The other two.
you
Rocky?
could- Yeah.
If I played the idol on Rocky, then I would have gone home. I'm not stupid.
No, I'm not saying you should have, but you could have worked socially
I
beforehand,
did.
so that you wouldn't have had to do that.
I was trying to set something up with Z-Sen.
You alienated everyone to the point where no one wanted to work with you.
No, you guys just didn't want me at the end.
No, it was not just because of that. It was also because you're hard to work with, and you never know if I can trust you.
I'm hard to work with. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
I mean,
you have your
if
own
my
agenda.
allies who are there want to say what I did for them and what I tried doing to help them out, then they can. But I did a lot for my allies. If you're not my ally, I'm not going to try and help you. I'm going to make sure that me and my allies get to the end and win. And if I can't bring them all, then I'm going to have to start focusing on myself.
Okay.
Okay. So Shep, I mean, so tell me like why your game, instead of like talking more about like why Bobby's wasn't impressive, can you tell me why you think yours was?
Yeah. I want to rebut like a claim Bobby made earlier that he said I was a follower. I don't think I really was well, to a point, but it was mainly because that was the position I was put in. My tribal, like, I lost every single challenge. Like, I could not possibly take control of the votes until near the end. So I had to sit back and swallow my pride and be like, okay, well, this person wants to do this and this person wants to do this, and while that may not be exactly what I want, it's what I have to do to stay in the game. And I think towards the end, specifically like the last couple of votes, I did start making my own decisions. I decided specifically to vote out Z-Cent at the tribal when he went, because I knew that if the next one, if I voted out Bizzle at that one, then it would be me versus Z-Cent versus Greeples, who would go home, and I'm not surviving that combination. And aside from that, I also decided to vote out Bizzle because I knew that I had a better chance of beating Greeples than I did her, rather than focusing on loyalty. So I had to form connections, and I had to do my absolute best to not get voted out. So, yeah, and I think
Also-
the fact that people went to rocks for me multiple times speaks volumes about the relationships that I formed.
Also,
And
I think it's really rich for Bobby to call anybody a follower in this game. I feel like everybody had input to each of the votes and had at least some part to say in what happened here. I don't think any member of this season just like was like, oh, okay, I'll vote this guy because my ally told me to do that. I think everybody had like an idea of what they wanted to do, and they made the moves based on what would benefit them the most at the time.
Okay, that's all I have. Good luck to all of you.
Alright, next.
Alright, hello.
Hi.
So all three of you I worked with at different points in the game, and different like strengths in our alliances, I guess. So this is obviously for me, three of you, choosing between you three is difficult. So Greeples, when I went home, it was a 5-4 vote. Bobby voted for me for obvious reasons. Shop voted with me. I never understood why you voted me out because I feel like me and Squish at that final 9 were two of the only people that realistically could beat Bobby in a challenge. So I want to like hear your rationale for voting me out.
That was a vote out that I chose to do that based off of the amount of control you had. I feel like you had the ability to kind of slip through because there was a lot of I mean, like it was like Bobby, Perp, and all. Well, I don't know if Perp was around then. Bobby and quite a few other people were clogging up the kind of like the threats that people wanted to go for at the time, and I felt like it was probably the best option to go for you. And also another factor about that was that Bizzle was also going that way. She had told me.
Bizzle voted with me.
Yeah, I know she voted with you, but at the time at the very end there, me and her had agreed to go for you, and I was fine with doing that, and she didn't end up following through. So
Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry.
Okay. So Bobby, like I feel like you keep bringing up that the early merge was your strongest part of the game. Like Perp said, I disagree. I think that was the weakest part of your game, where like if you would have lost an immunity, we had it kind of set up to like flush an idol if you had one right away when you lost one, and like we had backup plans for you, and you didn't end up voting on the right side of the vote for like 2 in a row because you were voting with Turi and them, which is fine. But I just want to understand like how, like, who was your strongest alliance, would you say, besides Z-Sun at like final 5 or 6 or whatever it was?
My strongest alliance? Is this like just one-on-one with someone or just like a group of people? Because it changed frequently throughout the game.
Give your best example, whatever you want.
My best was pre-merge with Cappy, probably, and then or
So
not.
the third boot?
No, not my best. Sorry, just like I felt like the strongest I had was Cappy, and then it's shuffled between you, and then when I got to merge, I eventually ditched you and went with the group of Carson, Rocky, and Turi.
Okay, so where was your group the rest of the game? If you just said after that, after me, you went with Carson and Turi and them. When Turi went and then Carson went, who were you left with after that besides Rocky? Like, I feel like these two at least had like that go-to alliance that could help them through the game and they could help each other, and I don't feel like you had that.
That's because people were scared of me and they wanted my allies gone. That's why you wanted Rocky gone, right?
I wanted Rocky gone because he was taking someone's seat in the end,
It's,
I thought.
Okay.
And
I'd say
I knew I was getting the votes. So
I'd say it's hard to argue that Rocky was gonna take a seat at the final 9, but I can see where you're coming from that. But I still formed relationships. I formed it with Squish and with Z-Set. So like, even though I kept on losing allies, I kept on gaining some as well. Survivor is a game that changes as each vote goes by, and I always had to make sure I had at least one person with me going into the next vote. Because with one, someone else will most likely follow.
Fair enough. Shup. I think you can win this. I don't know how likely it is exactly, but I think you can. I just want you to, in the further questions, I don't have one specifically, but I just want you to sell your game like that, like you should beat Bobby here. I'm not sure just what to ask you though.
I'm gonna do my best.
Alright. How do I get up?
Is there anyone else left?
Yeah, Bliv and A-Rod next.
Okay.
Bliv's asking for A-Rod. Okay, Bliv. Yep, it is.
Hey guys.
Hey, Rod.
Hey.
I
What's
only have
up?
a few questions. First, Shoop, do you think you were targeted early solely on people being scared of Perp's idol?
I definitely think that was a factor. I was trying to use Perp as a shield for most of the merge until he got voted out, and him having an idol definitely put some heat on me because people wanted to flush that. But I don't think it was solely because of that. Like, right at the merge, people had realized, like, okay, Shup has been to every tribal. He has a story. So, you know, I was a threat in my own right. Just less obviously than Perp, in my opinion.
Okay, thank you. And Bobby, do you think if Kaoki wasn't rocked out, the game would have went differently? Like, how do you think it would have went if Kaoki was still in the game?
Well, I think I don't know. It probably would have changed tremendously. Terry got rocked out with an idol. It's something that, you know, could have saved him for another tribal. That he was, I believe, the only person who didn't want to go to Rocks, and I see why. If he stayed in, then someone else goes. I don't know, it could have been someone from my alliance or someone from the opposing alliance. So, no matter who went, someone was losing a number. And someone was losing the majority. So I think him staying with an idol probably would have helped out my group.
Okay, thank you. Greeples, I'm sorry, but I don't have a question for you. Just got a general statement for everyone. Bobby was forced aside because of his immunity wins and not because he wanted to be forced aside. Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, A-Rod.
Is it Squish or Rocky?
What is going on?
I don't know. Who's going next?
Rocky?
Okay. I actually have a lot to say this time. Normally, like, I don't, you know, ask questions. And I'm gonna keep up with that tradition. I'm not gonna ask you any questions. I'm gonna give you statements. These are facts, absolutely. I'm gonna recall a good experience, a medium experience, and like a moderate, and then the worst experience someone has ever given me in the Survivor. Let's start with the good experience. Greeples, you did give me a good experience. You know, when everyone was telling you not to talk to me, you still, like, went out of your way to talk to me. And I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Shup, you're the moderate experience. You know, you did clash with me sometimes. Well, one time. And I really, like, respect you for, like, sticking up for yourself, like, going against me when I was just, like, saying, I have your fate in this game in my hand. So, that's pretty cool.
Thanks.
Alright, Bobby. How does it feel the last thing you ever told me was a lie?
The last thing being vote for Squish? Or vote for Shooter?
No. I'm gonna let you try to recall what you lied to me about.
I didn't lie to you at that vote, Rocky.
You did.
I told you to vote for Squish. And that we were gonna tell Shooter that we were gonna vote for him in an effort to get them to not vote for us and to vote for Squish.
Bobby, how many idols did you have in that tribal?
I had one. Rocky, I told you.
You told me you had 3. You told me you had 3 idols.
Rocky, I told you I had one. When
No,
other
you
people
didn't.
were around, I went.
Oh,
I had.
minus 1 point for Bobby.
You little shit.
Okay. Alright. Are you gonna admit your game? Are you gonna, like...
I am admitting my game, Rocky. When other people
Are you
were
gonna
around.
say that you lied to me? Say that you lied to me. Because you did.
I guess I lied to you, Rocky.
You did. Thank you. Let's go over the total. Greeples? Oh yeah, the cops are at. Greeples, I'm gonna say you get 4 points from that positive interaction, Bobby, or with me.
Thank you.
No, I wasn't talking to you. Shup. You know what? I'm gonna say 3.5 points.
Okay.
You know, just because of that, like, you know, clash.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I didn't really talk to you in this game. Yeah, that is also, that also, I just didn't talk to you in this game.
Yeah, I apologize for that. I think, like, by the time you had started, well, the thing is, you had allied yourself with Bobby, and, you know, he was the target, like, 90% of the time. So, it just, there was never really a point where it was in my best interest to ally with you, and I didn't think I would have any sway over your vote, so...
Not even ally, just like a talk. That would have been nice. Greeples did that.
I apologize for that then, I'm sorry. You know,
Okay.
We have limited time during tribals, and I tried to keep it to people who I knew might actually work with me. So I'm sorry for that, and I apologize for trying to shut you out a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure that nobody fell for the bluff.
Alright. Bobby. How many points do you think you should get?
5.
5 points?
Yeah.
Name 5 instances where you deserve a point in this game when I was with you.
I talked to you. I cracked jokes with you. I had your back when no one else did.
No.
No?
5 instances in the game.
What? Those... What?
So far you have 1. Because you were with me.
Okay. I kept you informed when I don't think these two did. I made sure that people wouldn't treat you like shit. I made sure people knew you were playing the game. And I made sure people knew that you actually cared about what was going on. And you actually cared to have conversations with people.
Okay. That's pretty good, Bobby. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So far, I'm a little undecided here. I just want you guys to know that. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey,
I
Squish.
love the style.
I think you might be muted.
I'm muted. Mic check. Mic check.
Yeah,
Am I here?
you're good.
Can you hear me?
Gay check.
In the back?
Yeah, I hear you.
Check. Okay. Shoot. Okay. So Shop, people are going on about how you going to 17 tribals without immunity is, I believe they said, an impressive feat. However, the flip side of that coin there is that means you lost 17 straight challenges. And I'm wondering, what role do you think challenges should play when I am considering someone to win the game of Survivor? Do you think they should have 0 impact on what I think? Should they have some impact? Should winning a challenge make me think less of someone? What do you think it is?
Okay, well, you're not wrong. I did lose every challenge, but that doesn't mean that I never came close. Like, a lot of the pre-merge challenges were very, very close. We just never were able to pull it out. Merge happened, Bobby was just a beast. But to answer your question... Oh, you're walking away. Okay. To answer your question, I don't think it should have no impact, but I definitely think that challenge wins are a lot less important to someone's overall game than their social game. 'Cause, like, you know, like, here's the thing. The heart and soul of Survivor is a social game. It's voting people off. It's making relationships. Immunities have always been secondary, in my opinion. How you play this game and how people perceive you is entirely defined by the way you vote and, you know, how you talk to people. And I feel like I did a really good job of that. So while I don't think, you know, I don't think it's, oh shit, no! That sucks. So I don't think that challenge wins should have no impact, but I definitely think they should have less impact than nearly everything else you would maybe consider when voting for someone at FPC.
Like a 20-80 split, 30-70. something like that.
I think 2080 is
2080. All right. And I have a second question for you.
Mhm.
So on my boot, I've been told that you played a double vote, and then you used one of the votes on me and the other one on the other person. I think it was Greeples.
That's not correct, actually. I used both on Greeples.
Used both on Greeples. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Ow. Okay.
Yeah, and I did that in case you had an idol.
Okay, sick. Bobby, I had a question for you. Okay. So I think you played a very strong game, especially challenge-wise. One thing that I did have a problem with though is like, I think you name dropped me earlier as an ally of yours. I never considered you my ally. I'm sorry, but so after Rocky went home, did you have anyone you actually thought was going to work with you? Or after that, were you just banking on winning every single immunity after that?
Well, okay. Well, I still had Z-Cent, and I still had conversations with everyone else left in the game. So I was still trying to play the social game and trying to work a maneuver so that if I didn't win a challenge, I wouldn't have to just go unanimously. Eventually, I just figured, hey, if there's challenges, why don't I just win them? Because I don't, like, yeah, Shooter, you came close in the pre-merge challenges when you had other people helping you, but where did you come in the individual challenges when you were up against me?
I didn't do that bad. It depends on the challenge, but, you know, I was,
well, to answer
I wouldn't
Squish,
say I was never a contender.
I didn't want to win all the immunity challenge, but I figured if people wanted me gone, then fuck it. I'm
Gotcha.
gonna win the rest. Like Kim Spradlin.
Okay, and Greeples, I had just like a lot of trouble like grasping at like what I guess what happened in this game that you think you had a major part in? Like, can you name like you think one vote that you think you were like one of the major players in? Because I think you mentioned earlier that in your alliances you said you like always had a say in the votes or whatever. Was there one that you think was your vote for the most part?
I mean, like I said earlier, it's hard to really give a vote, a certain vote, like to one person. But I will say that my my input in each of the votes, like towards the later part of the merge when there was less people, my input was a lot greater. Like I said, at the A-Rod one, I was a big person pushing for A-Rod there, and I was also like throwing out a lot of not really like well, I was talking a lot about just like who to go for with a variety of people and kind of helping confirm with the people I wanted to go with that I was going with them and that we should go this way. I guess I should also say this is not really as impactful since it's an early game, but I did throw out Dumpo's name, which ended up in him going home. So.
Gotcha.
Hold on. You threw out Dumpo's name when? Okay. Who's the one that consensused him out? Who's the one that? Yeah.
So a lot of people consensused him out. That's the point of a consensus.
But everyone wanted Cappy.
No, not everyone. If everyone wanted Cappy, then he would have.
At that point, when it tied, people wanted Cappy gone over Dumpo.
Bobby.
What?
I voted Dumpo.
Okay, so did I. You flipped your vote though. You and Pert both flipped your vote. So
Yeah, I
you
did
saying
flip my
you
vote,
wanted
'cause I didn't
Dumpo
want to-
gone and then voting Cappy doesn't add up.
I voted Cappy because I didn't want to go to Rocks at that stage of the game. I wanted
Seems like you
Dumpo
just
to
never
go
stuck
home.
with what you
and
wanted
I'm the
to
one
do.
who caused him to get the votes because no one else wanted to throw out a name, and everyone was like, okay, Greeples, you throw out a name. So I was like, all right, Dumpo, and that ended up happening.
Alright, thank you very much for your time. Wait, hold up. And good luck.
Alright, up next is Zisa.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Okay, so I just want to say good job, everyone, making it to the end. And I want to start with Shooptu. Okay, so Shooptu, we were like, I won't say we were working close together, but we did work with each other on some votes. but I want to like fully grasp your game. So can you give me like a short rundown of your alliances through like who you felt closest to as the game progressed on, considering you went to every tribal council? So like from like going to merge, who you like consider like your like allies?
Just going into the merge, or do you want before that too?
Like the whole game, like start phase. Just make it keep it brief though.
Okay, well, at the beginning, it's hard to say, because at the beginning, I feel like I was kind of a non-target, so I was just running around working with everyone. I think I formed a bond with Greeples and Pi pretty quickly at the beginning, and Greeples I managed to stick with until the end, right here. And while I couldn't save Pi, he did help me out a lot. Going into the merge, Pi had been gone at that point, so my number one ally was Perp, given that we had been on the same tribe the whole time. And around the time when he went, I was starting to form relationships with like Sai and Garrett, and a few other people. See, where was I? Then yeah, Sai got voted out, and then after that point, around that point I started. Around then is when I formed like a big alliance of 5 with like Squish, Bizzle, Z-Cent, and Greep. So generally, you know, I had a lot of allies in this game, and I think they all helped me get here. And you know, I don't know, just those relationships would not have, if I didn't have those relationships, I wouldn't be here. So I think I did a pretty good job picking my allies, and I tried my best to save them when I could, but, you know, typically I was in the minority, so I couldn't always. But yeah, that would be my rundown of alliances. Was there more to that question?
No, that's all. Okay, Bobby. So my question for you is: nearing the end of the game, and even like middle of the game, do you feel like you got like socially outcasted or pariahed with the fact that everyone was saying that they were gonna vote you off it, or do you feel that you were still playing socially and that you weren't like completely outcasted? And if you do feel like you were outcasted, what do you think could have prevented you from being outcasted? If you think you could have prevented it.
I think to a degree, yeah. Some people just ended up just talking to me, even though I try and talk to them. It go in through one ear and come out the other, and that's because I was immune, and that's because I was the biggest threat to them. So when people saw me as the biggest threat, they started targeting my allies. And like on that hill at the Final 5, when we were talking, you said, "Okay, I trust Bizzle 100%," and I went, "I'll take you to fire. I don't care if you take me, I'll take you." Because like you were one of the only people left in the game near the end who actually wanted to talk to me. And you weren't scared. Like, you said you were scared of me. Yeah, but you weren't scared to talk to me. It's the thing. So I still tried to play socially, but others just didn't want me in.
Do you think it was preventable? Like, you could have been able to, like, stop that from happening? You think no matter what, like, there's a good chance it happened?
I think at a certain point, because I had immunities already, it was, you know, to where it got. And I think because of Terry getting rocked out, I lost someone with me. And then when you voted out A-Rod, I lost someone else. But I still talked to you and I went, "It's okay, I understand why you did that." And I still tried to mend the relationship with you that was broken.
Okay, Greeples. Greeples, you have to say what your biggest move in this game was, and what you think has affected the game, what has affected the game the most that you were responsible for, and what would you say that would be?
I guess I don't really play with the big moves type of way to win the game. I didn't really make any like, "Oh, I am the only person that did this and I'm the exact reason this happened." Like I said, I pushed for names quite often socially, and I would say probably like the thing that really defines my game is the fact that I was willing to talk to anybody, and I did listen to people and I did consider what they would say, and if I disagreed with it, I would work against what I wanted the people. I would work against it, and if I agreed with it, I would try to help convince other people to go that way.
Okay, that's what I wanted. Because he'll TP me up.
Alright, Bizzle, your turn.
Oh god. Okay.
I can't get up.
Okay, so I
Push
don't
me
have a lot
off
of
it.
questions or anything. I'm just gonna start with Greeples. Greeples, I admire your game very much. I think you played such a loyal game, and I think there was absolutely nothing wrong with the way you played. You didn't necessarily make any big moves, though, which is why I find it hard to necessarily vote for you, even though I admire how loyal you are and how good of a game you played, and how you ended up here. I really appreciate that you didn't vote for me at FTC, even though I ended up voting for you, because I'm a clown. But going back to that FTC, I'm blanking here. Shoop, that was the best decision you ever made, because honestly, you are such a clear winner to me. And these two have nothing on you, and if this doesn't come out unanimous, I will be relatively surprised, because honestly, like Bobby, you kind of seem like a goat to me right now. I don't think you made one risky move this entire game.
Okay, you want me to say
Unless you,
shit I did?
If you have an argument, I would love to hear it, but as for right now, honestly, Shoop is such a clear winner to me. But if you'd like to change my mind, I would love to hear any arguments.
Okay. Why was the reason that two challenge badasses like Psy and Perp went home? Because I pushed for them. I pushed.
They never won a single challenge. How were they challenge badasses?
Because I was still there. They were the closest to beating me, let me say. And the fact that people actually agreed to fucking vote them out, how is that not partially me? How is it that I got the people who were so afraid of me to vote out the only people who could beat me?
Because they were threats on their own, right?
Yeah, they were threats on their own.
Okay,
like,
but...
especially the Perp Dan vote, that, honestly, Bobby, that wasn't even credited to you. Our group of 6 had a conversation before we even talked to you and agreed on Perp. And the Swish, like, I don't think that even started with you. I think someone else said it first. I just came up with it at the moment.
I'm the one who brought up Perp's names first, when he had the idol. And people were like, we're too afraid to vote for Perp Dan, and I went, why?
Okay. Out of the 6 of us there, did any of us hear it brought up before our group said it?
I thought I was the one who flushed the idol, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty unanimous vote. I don't think that was all Bobby.
Purely your move. Because we said, like, that's why I'm saying this, like, I just think that was even really a risky move. Especially for you, because
So you're saying because I didn't take a risky move, I deserve to lose? Because I didn't play stupidly?
Honestly, I don't think you necessarily did anything great that beat Shoop's game. Like, that's it. Like, there's nothing you did that, like, beat him as for, like, how he played the game and how good his social game was and how...
Are challenges not a part of the game?
I definitely think they do play a part.
So how can you say I didn't beat him there?
Because you played an extremely safe game.
A safe game? No, I took
That's
multiple
how I
risks
see
for
it.
my allies.
How can you take risks when you're never able to be voted?
Because I still stuck my neck out for them.
Bobby,
You
what
did
I
not
would-
stick your neck out. You were immune for like
If you would've
90% of the
given,
game.
like, Rocky the idol for... Like, I know you still would have won out, but, like, I'm just saying, like...
Okay,
you
okay,
didn't
hold
really
on.
do
I don't
anything
think you
big.
understand this. If I gave Rocky the idol,
Yeah, I
I
know,
would have
you
gone
would've
home.
I
So
know.
don't call me stupid for not doing a stupid
I never
move.
called you stupid. I'm just saying you never really did anything big.
I didn't. Oh,
And it, like,
okay.
it's the same thing...
Okay.
It's the same thing with Reaples. Like, I think you played a decent game, and I still think you played a decent game. I just don't think you necessarily made any big moves that make it worth you winning.
I don't need to make big moves for me to win. My game enough speaks for it. I played the fucking game. All right.
I disagree, and I still think Shooter is the clearest winner here, and if he wins anything but unanimous, I disagree. But
Okay. Have fun.
that is all.
Thanks,
All right.
Bizzle.
Well, alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you all a minute for closing speeches. We're going to go in reverse order, so we're going to go Shoop, Greeples, and then Bobby. So, Shoop, as soon as you see the timer appear, you can go ahead and give your closing speech.
Okay, well, I'll try to make this quick. I really appreciate every single one of you for playing with me and working with me. I would not have made it this far without all of you, so thank you. I feel like my game kind of speaks for itself, you know. Every single tribal voted correctly at nearly all of them. The only ever advantage I had was that one extra vote that didn't even end up mattering. I feel like I carried myself as best as I could in this game, and regardless of my challenge performance, I think what I excelled at was more important. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Thanks.
Alright. Greeples, once you see it appear, you can go ahead and go.
Okay, well, my strengths mostly were in my social game, where I'm not the type of guy that comes into tribal council and plays 4 idols on like all of my allies. But I'm instead more of someone who like will talk to each person and listen to what they have to say. And honestly, like my game is very like it's not too different from the other people here. It just wasn't as flashy. I've had the same social connections and probably even better than some of them in terms of just like having a net of people that didn't want to vote me out and that I could work with. And I've been able to talk about the vote with a lot of people and sway the vote in certain times and help people get on my side for various parts of the game and different votes throughout.
Alright, thank you, Greeples. Bobby, once the timer runs out, I'll start it. Alright, you can go.
Alright. I fucking played the game. Whether you guys want to say it or not, I played the game. From the very start, I lost. I formed those relationships. I succeeded in what I wanted to do. I came into this. I was only able to get voted out without protection when Cappy went home. Every single time then, I was immune. No one ever stood in my way. I steamrolled everyone. Okay, Spongy.
Alright, that's
No, hold on. Spongy just messaged me something. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Alright. Alright. No one here wanted me at FTC. I brought myself. So when you think about it, when you think of who you want at FTC, why do Sheep3 and Greeples show up? There's someone that you all wanted here because you all could beat them. And that's the exact same reason they're here with me today.
Yeah, I know about that.
Alright. Do you want like 30 more seconds, Bobby, from the Spongy situation?
No, someone just crying.
Okay. Anyway. Jury, I'm gonna go ahead and start the vote for you, and then you guys can proceed to vote. I have A-Rod's vote, so yeah. Actually, Liv, I'll just put you on jury and you can vote for him. Alright. Alright. Alright, I'm waiting on 6 more. Waiting on one more vote. Alright, let me make sure. Alright, sweet. Let me just organize it. Alright. I got all the votes. I got them all organized. But before I get to reading them, I want to thank everyone for playing. I know some people didn't have the best time this season, but regardless, I'd like to thank you for playing. Yeah, I mean, I would rational. Alright, thank you.
Thanks for hosting.
Unfortunately, Miles couldn't be here, but he just needed a little bit of time to cool down. Anywho, I would rationalize the reason we did things this season, but I think you all know it's All-Stars, so Miles and I tend to do things to cater toward the groups as opposed to originality. Alright, anyway, get to reading the votes. Get a winner. First vote, Bobby. Second vote, Bobby. Third vote, Bobby. That's 3 votes, Bobby. Fourth vote, Jupiter.
Muted.
He's really about to read 3 for me and then...
5th vote,
Schupter. 6th vote. Schupter. That's 3 votes Schupter, 3 votes Bobby, 2 votes left. 7th vote. Bobby. We're at 4 votes Bobby, 3 votes Schupter, 1 vote left.
Please, come on.
And the winner of All Stars
Muted.
Season 3, Bobby the Turtle. Good job, Bobby.
Oh my god.
Alright.
GG guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, we got an enthusiastic jury here.
Cappy, that was for you, buddy.
That game was crazy as
Where is
hell.
God UHC?
Bobby, I have a
Season
question.
1.
Yeah?
Why did you vote Biz on my vote?
Why?
Yeah.
I told you that's what I was afraid. They weren't gonna do
again.
Ripples.
Bobby, why'd you fucking lie to me?
I didn't like
I think
it.
people done goofed at the final 9.
I do too.
You know the only reason I voted for
On God, if I got a real idol clue, this game would have gone down differently.
Wait, doesn't this make Bob?
You
I
voted
did not
for me?
need to go at final 9. Yeah, I voted for you. I was the lore season
Yeah,
4.
Bobby's a 2-time All-Stars winner.
The
Good
idol
job,
clue I
Bobby.
got from the auction was an idol that was already found and lost in the game. From
Curious?
karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was already voted out when I got the clue.
Congrats, Bobby.
Thank you.
Yeah, congrats.
job,
Owner
man.
entered channel.
Bobby, I just want to say I was the only one rooting for you from day one.
Thank you.
Played a good game, but I feel like
Next Hockey had no faith in you. No one else had faith in you, but I always stuck by
I don't
you.
care. I had faith in myself. I fucking pulled it out.
Yeah.
If
I
you
know.
don't win this if you win this unanimously, clear winner. Clear winner.
I mean, I would not
Has
have
to
voted
be.
Bobby.
You're the
either.
clear winner. Oh wait, sorry. I'm in the wrong
Z said,
group.
who'd
Let me
you
go
vote
talk to
for?
Shoot.
GG, Garrett. I won. GG.
What's who'd you vote for?
Lol, I
GG.
voted for you, Bobby.
So like,
Thank you.
when Bizzle was going home, Bizzle was like, "There's no way any of you guys are beating Bobby."
You voted
and
for
then,
me,
like,
Swish?
her
I voted
FTC
for
question
you.
just
Yeah, same here.
contradicted that.
I ain't no fool.
No,
I'm glad retardation didn't win.
Like, Bobby, in season 1 of All Stars, I think, like, I voted for you then because you did survive, like, some votes during the merge
Yeah.
without immunity, but then this one, it's like, all
Hey,
of
Bobby, who do you think
know what
would
I
have beaten
mean?
you at the end?
Huh?
Bobby.
Who do you think would have beaten you at the end?
Rocky.
No one.
I think Zisa, you could have beat him.
Rocky would have won.
I think voting out A-Rod was the death of your game.
Man.
Also,
Yeah.
Bobby, I feel like if
Because you probably would have.
well, I mean, you won anyways, but I don't know why you wanted to go to the end with Shooper instead of
Hey
Bizzle.
guys, I'm back.
Shifter, because Shifter didn't do anything.
Hey
You
guys.
got 3 votes.
But Bizzle kept on trying.
Wow. Okay,
I
Bobby.
literally went to every
I do
single
find it a
tribal.
bit-
Don't fucking shit on my game.
I'm not.
Yeah, I
I'm just
found it a
saying
bit
why.
offensive
You
that
just said
afterwards
I
you're
didn't
saying
do
no one
anything.
did
Guys,
anything.
Not
guys,
fucking right.
if
that-
I was
no.
on,
It's
if I
over,
was
it's
on
not that deep,
FTC,
it's not
who
that
would have
deep.
voted for me? That's all I gotta
Me,
say.
I
I
would have.
we're going
I would have.
so crazy.
Rocky fan favorite? Question mark. I mean, he
Can we
played in a
talk about how I
very
got rocked out with an idol?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
idol,
Yeah.
you motherfucker.
Can we talk about
You
after
gave
you
it to
got
him?
your idol? I got an idol clue
You
for
said
that
you
idol
were gonna
after
give
already
it back
found
to
it.
me, and then you
Wait,
had
Curry.
the audacity of trying the bad rock.
Wait, Curry,
I'm
was
sorry.
Oh, we would have won. We would have won.
Curry, was that idol under Podzol too, or like?
No, it was on. The clue said go to the cliff of
It was the
the
merge
tallest
idol.
mountain, and I know you guys found it. 'cause
Squaw,
I
I saw
saw
you
the thing
get
in
the
spec.
clue to the idol that Curry had gotten rocked out with
Yep.
twice.
Dude,
You got
I'm
that
so
twice.
mad. I'm so mad that I didn't get like a re-hidden idol or re-hidden clue. Like,
Bobby,
I think
remember like when you were searching for
Unmuted.
the red idol for like 2 hours?
Did Purp already have it?
Yeah, he was searching at the same time you and like he
Oh.
found it.
Curry, remember when we had
You
all
know, you got
3
to go to
idol
tribals.
clues?
I had YOLO.
You
Yeah.
have to go to tribals.
Also,
yeah,
those
yeah,
idols,
me and King had all the idol clues, every single one.
those
Good job.
idols were just impossible to find. Like, I
How
have a
hard-
screenshot. Hold up,
How
I have a
hard was
screen.
the one that King and were King and I looking?
The
like,
yellow
was it
one?
there?
The
You're
yellow
in
one?
the right, you're in the right
Podzol.
quadrant, yeah.
The yellow one was just close to impossible. Like, just
Deb, King, who gave you that
You're
idol
very
clue,
well
though?
hidden.
Bobby had to dig under every single tree, and
Who
he,
gave you that
Which
idol
idol
clue, though? The yellow one.
Oh, one of them
Entered
was given
channel.
to me from Cappy, one
Yeah.
of them was given to me from Kaoki, and one of them I found at the merge.
I
channel.
gave the idol clue to Cap and I went, I'm gonna hold them off for as long as I can, please find it.
I'm still shocked they gave me an out of commission clue at the auction.
Yeah,
Miles,
it doesn't
Miles
make any
is very
sense.
mad at me.
Alright.
Muted.
Was it the
Well,
same
I
clue
mean-
that everyone else got, or was it like an easier clue?
Turi, you like screamed at him during the
Yeah, that clue was
the
hard.
season, Turi.
No, it was an
Like,
obvious.
Alright, guys. I did it. Should have been 8-0-0, but I did it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember, God loves you.